Hey, welcome to a end of the year Great Debate Community meeting. We all love those, don't we? We have them every year. Actually, we have a couple throughout the year. Uh, I have a Google Meets open. I know Paul's in here. A few other people are probably going to join. I haven't figured. I don't know what it is. My groups isn't working. I asked Paul to maybe look into it, so I can't send it out to a bunch of people. I'm happy to put in the video description because we have me and another admin in here. We can control anybody who comes in and goes. So I'm not worried about trolls, and they're not going to be shown anyway. So it doesn't really do anybody good. Somebody comes in, we just kick them out. But if you're part of the GDC and you want to come on in, then you're more than welcome to. But Paul is there because I can kind of see him hiding in the background, right? You could say something, Paul, but let him know I'm not just imagining things.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Unlike some other people, I don't have imaginary friends. Oh, that was like so. We're not going to go there. That was, by the way, that was not a theist reference. That was
Nope,
not
nope,
to
nope.
like people believing in God, by the way. So let me get that clarified because I don't think that way. But anyways, wow, what a week. So yeah, people have a lot of questions, and I'm fine with answering some stuff. End of year kind of thing. I get it. People want to know what's going on, and I totally understand. Uh, like I said, come on in and ask me, but you can also ask me from live chat. I know Cheshire's on her way here. I know Manya's coming in. It is her birthday, so yay! She didn't die this year. That's great. Congratulations, Manya. Hell of a success. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, I'm not really trying to dress up. I'm actually just really cold more than anything else. It was 31 degrees last night, which again isn't like super cold compared to like what's up in Boston right now or something. But for a Californian, 31 degrees will kill you. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that puts a sweater on when it hits 90. Okay, I mean, if it gets down that low, I'm not even kidding. Kino used to live next to, not too far from me in Indio, California, years ago, like a decade ago. She's in the live chat here. It got to 100. The hottest I ever remember was 121.9 degrees. That's about 50 degrees Celsius for you people in the UK. Which, by the way, I'm doing this early for you guys. That's hot. 122 degrees almost. It was. Um, she lived at the same time as me. That is hot. Now, has there been hotter places in California? Yeah, Death Valley. What's up to 128, 132. I don't know, hottest place on earth, something along those lines. But it's really hot. Whack a troll. Yeah, whack a troll. Don't even. We're done with trolls. Trolls go away. People leaving comments that are just bullshit. They can go away. We're done with all that. This is what we're going to be talking about in this community meeting because I'm going back to what we had kind of had before. I want it to be more of a community. That's what I had in mind originally, was a great debate community and a group of people that actually are like-minded, that want to be critical thinkers and want to talk about the hot topics and not deal with some of the what people call drama. And unfortunately, because there are some shitty people in the world, we moved away from that. And there's a lot of shitty people in the world. Let's face this. I cannot save everybody. I'm not even going to try any longer. I did what I could. I am My tour of duty is over. I'm at least for now, right? Maybe when we get non sequitur back, maybe I'll pick it up again. But for now, I've done enough, and I think that I'm just ready to retire a little bit from that. But that doesn't mean that my positions have changed or anything like that. I am adamant about everything. I'm still just as much passionate as I was before. There's a lot of people now, though, in the community that can carry on without me. There are a lot of evil people in the world, and fortunately, there are some people willing to stand up. They're willing to stand up against the hypocrisy because, oh my God, did we see hypocrisy this year like the likes of it ever seen before? And not just from, people that, we know are crappy people, that I thought were like friends. Realized I was wrong. So, it is what it is. I was really saddened by the entire community, how much hypocrisy they really have. They're kind of like, they'll say out, they'll kind of like go after people in one aspect, right? But then when it happens to somebody else that they don't happen to like, even though it's the same type of situation, they keep their mouth shut. They don't say anything. Matter of fact, I know Cheshire for a fact left a group because she felt that she wasn't safe there. She felt that she wasn't being heard, that her voice wasn't being heard, just because she associates with me. That's unacceptable. And so it is what it is. But I want people to continue the fight. I'm just going to be out of it. Like I said, I have to focus on other things, and I'm going to be focusing on other things. But I'm also going to be focusing on the community. These are the people that I I do what I do for. It's not for the Unirock crowd. It's not for the Katie Pulsing crowd. It's not for the piece of shits in the world that I've left years ago. It's not for any of them. And unfortunately, the more I do, the more that they are probably going to get, they're going to ride in the coattails of that, and I understand that. So you have to reach a point where you say, look, uh, is it really best for me to do this fight or for other people? Right? I've given people the tools. I've given people the evidence. Let them run with it. Right? I I can only do so much, and unfortunately, because the way things ended up, I just need a break. I just need to take out and do my own thing for my own well-being, but mostly not because of people coming after me, but people going after other people. I'm a big boy. If you think I'm a coward, you're really in the wrong community. I am not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of Unirock. I'm not afraid of Katie Joy. That's not why I step back. They are scum. They are evil people. They are reprehensible in everything that they do. They lie to people. They manipulate. They run narrative. We know this. But you know what? There's only so much I can do to convince people. If people don't want to believe that, that's there. I am not their savior, and I'm not going to even pretend to be, nor do I care to be any longer. What I do care about is you guys, because this is the community that we founded. This is the community that we talk about. This is the community that I give a shit about. I have wonderful people that I've known have proven to be friends, and I have people that proven not to be friends. And it happens. When you know a lot of people, you know there's going to be people that support you, and there's no people that are not. And Cheshire and I went over in Caffeine Corner the other day, the code of criticism, right, and the 5 C's, and yet there's still people that didn't listen to those things and didn't adhere to them. Those are not my friends, and I'm not going to call them friends. Those are people that are on the internet that rather say that people are lying or call me a liar or call me dishonest or say that I fake shit. Those are not my friends. They can believe whatever the hell they want, but they're not going to be around. That's not how you come at me. That's not how you do the code of criticism. You can criticize all you want. As soon as you start laying accusations of fraud or lying or anything like that, who gives a shit what you have to say? It's just best to walk away. So, like I said, I know a lot of people out there that are going to be upset by me kind of putting down the sword, so to speak. But I got more important things to do, and there's just too many people that are going to be riding the coattails of this that I don't think needs to be in the sunlight. They are morally reprehensible people that I left a long time ago, and there's a lot of decisions making going on here. So it's not like I had a nervous breakdown or anything. It's just for my well-being and mostly for my well-being of my friends that they were going after pretty bad. Look, we all get hate mail. We all get. I get it daily. I get people saying I'm freaking the evilest man in the world. Right? I don't give a shit about that. That means nothing to me. But when people start using my daughter as a weapon, when people start using death as a weapon, you're scum. You're straight up scum, right? And that's what they're doing. They're using my daughter as a weapon. They're using other people as a weapon. They're using deaths as a weapon. They're manipulating. They're lying. There's only I'm getting a little bit more popular, and as I do, it makes them more popular, and I'm not interested in that. I don't want Unirock to be more popular. He can go bottom feed off somebody else, but if he thinks I'm a coward, he's got another thing fucking coming because he's a fucking scum. He has lost all honor with me, and I will continue to have this as my truth, if you want to call it. Okay, that's not why I took a step back. Okay, so anybody who thinks otherwise, you're seriously mistaken. But anyways, we're going to be going forward in 2010, so I'm done with a lot of this stuff going forward. But I think you as a community have a right to know certain things. If you want to ask, here's your chance. Get it all out now. Because in 2010, screw these people. If somebody wants to call me a liar, they're done. If somebody wants to say I'm an asshole, who gives a shit? Okay, I don't even care about that. You go after anybody that I care about, you're done. You're done. You're simply done. And if you're a hypocrite, you're done. If you say that it's okay to stand up in this case, but you won't for Cheshire, or you won't for Sweet, or you won't for Manya, no, you're not going to be around me. You could be in any other community. I don't care. But I don't need to be in communities like that. That's not how I operate. And I find it to be disgusting. And I watch the hypocrisy. Manya watched the hypocrisy. Cheshire watched the hypocrisy. So 2020, man, going to be a lot of big things, I think. Still waiting for non sequitur to come back. I've been checking every day. As soon as that judge gets the order for it, we can move forward. Obviously, Kyle buggered off, and he's like broken his promise. Oh, I'm not going to pay him. I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, shocker, right? So anyways, what's some questions you guys got to ask? Ask it now, because like I said, going to 2020, we're gonna be done with this stuff. So when people ask about it, the answer is gonna be, here's the video playlist, go watch. That's it. That's all it's gonna be. That's the entire answer they're gonna get. Here's a video playlist that Cheshire made. Go watch. I don't need to defend myself for shit.
I managed to send the email out, Steve, to everyone.
Oh, you can do it? Yeah, if you want to send an email out on that list,
to the address.
Please. Yeah, let them. Yeah, I could have. I got about 5 more people to add, and I was trying to add them, but I couldn't go into the group to add them. So I know people have been messaging me to add them to the exempt, well, I guess the vetted list in the video description. So I will add them when I figure out how to get back to the group. But yeah, the playlist is good. There's also, I wrote a blog, Unirock is a troll. That's on www.greatdebategommunity.com. You can go read that as well. I've said all I can say on it. There's nothing else I can do to go after Unirock and Katie Joy. What else am I going to do? I've laid it all out. Let people think what they want. If they want to be supporters of them, great. I think those people are just as morally reprehensible. I don't particularly want them around, but they can do it. But I think it's up to the other people to continue the fight. We got a Veiling the Mask of Katie Joy list. Awesome. Go check her videos out. Team Mom Shade Room. Go check her out. Brilliant. Trina Porter. Go check her out. Brilliant. So there's a lot of other people out there that can continue this torch. I gave up the Without a Crystal Ball, Without a Freaking Clue group, which was the group that what's her name started. Ashley Simon. I gave it to Tina. She can do what she wants with it. I'm out of it. I'm out of all that stuff. So, we got a beep beep. Who's messaging me? Oh, by the way, I gotta tell you, it's been so quiet lately without messages. I have literally had my email cut down to pretty much next to nothing. I mean, it has been so nice. I disabled my Twitter, so all that's gone for a while. I've disabled my Instagram. We'll see what happens there. I deleted my main Instagram. I don't need it. I don't even want it. I didn't even start that. So I got rid of actually that. Let me read some super chats real quick. Kawasa 5000. I support your decision. I feel everybody has earned a bit of rest from the issue. Happy holidays. Happy New Year to the community. Thank you, Kawasa. Failed in engineering, $2. Got to work, so can't pop in, but I love you, Steve. Awesome. Yeah. So, anyways, I was saying that going forward, right? We need to focus on more important stuff as a community. We want to go back to the educational stuff, the informative stuff, the fun stuff, the rum and coke nights. We don't need to be feeding the bottom feeders, and that's all that we've been doing lately is feeding the bottom feeders. And I don't find a need for that any longer. As I said, as I grow, they're going to feed off me going into 2020, and I'm not going to give as many crumbs as they've been getting, right? Because that's what their bread and butter is. PayPal me, PayPal me, PayPal me, PayPal me, PayPal me, give me money. You know what? I don't even give a shit about the fucking money. That's the thing. I live on my PayPal, but it's enough to get me by. But I don't sit there and go, PayPal me, PayPal me, PayPal me. And you know what? Every motherfucker that does PayPal me, I thank. Every single one of them. Every time. Right? So I do appreciate it. But I'm not going to be one of those people that sit around going, oh, I do this for the money. No, I don't do it for the views either. If I was doing it for the views, I'd carry on the drama. That I don't want that any longer. It's just not for me. So I'd rather have a huge cut and pay if that's the case. It's not about that. But there are people that are out there that are like that. They're about the money. They're about the views. They're about the attention. Let it. People want to give their money to people like that, to con men. What am I supposed to do? I'm done with it. I mean, I can only do so much. But they are con men, by the way. Padme the Cat, 666. Will there be more puppy kicking in 2020? I might be a little biased, but I feel we could focus on kicking and or stomping puppies this new year. You know what? I think it's going to be kicking kitties, actually, in the 2020, Padme the Cat. Probably one of your relatives. You got some cousins, Padme? We're going to stomp on them because we're kitty stompers. No, I love kitties. I love little fur babies, whether they be dogs or cats. So let's see here. I haven't really checked the side chat here. Sorry, guys. I've been looking at Paul this entire time. He's just kind of sitting there quiet. You guys can't see him because I'm not going to put it on the screen. because I don't want to get demonetized if some troll comes in here. But we can kick them out pretty easy. But we can't see anything. But anyways, Paul, so you got the link out there. Did anybody come in? Because I didn't see anybody.
Yeah, I did email it out.
Awesome. Cats are not evil. Cats are cute. I like kitties. I mean, I have a hard time deciding whether I like kitties better or dogs. I don't know. It's a toss up. I mean, maybe they're equal. Maybe like legit dog or cat. I like them equally. I don't know which one's better. Maybe that'll be the next debate: cats or dogs. You look much more relaxed. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm telling you, I actually got some sleep. I mean, you guys don't even know how many notifications I get throughout the night and how many people message me throughout the night. And yet, for the last 2 days or whatever, I have been so not getting messages. Let me get you the link here. 1 second here. Let me try. Cheshire, can you come in? Is that Cheshire's having problems? I think more than usual. Is the link not working in the live chat? I'm confused here. Why is it not working? You said I got. Does that work? Should work. She's on her phone, so phones are weird how this stuff works. I don't even know. All right, so see if that works, Jess. I know Paul can get in because he's an admin, so that's. I need to know if somebody else who's not an admin can come in. The link isn't working. Oh, okay. Try that one.
Try it on my alternate email.
No, I'm gonna put a different link in, the one that's actually in the header. Well, actually, it's HTTPS. That's why. There we go. There we go. Manya came in. All right. Manya, happy birthday to you. That's my bridge version because I don't sing.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I thought you just had a birthday. How many birthdays do you have a year?
It's just one birthday.
Hey, Reds.
Oh, look at all these people coming in. Look at all these people. Oh, my God. Happy
Bing,
almost
bing,
New
bing,
Year.
Bing, 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 bing.
Jared, didn't you have a birthday not too long ago?
No, it's 28th of December. That's my birthday.
Your piece of shit working.
Yeah, you're working.
Yes, it is, Red. Sweet.
I'm working today, so I just popped in for a few minutes and then I will be off. I just have to say, yeah, it's an awesome decision, and yeah, I can already see it's affecting you positively. So carry on.
You know what?
And
You could thank Reds for a little bit of that little ugly fuck from Florida.
Hi.
Thank you,
He is great with the reach around.
Wait, it's only because he's got those soft hands and he cups just beautifully.
It's I would like to thank Olay Lotion for this honor. This has been great.
I have vitamin E that I use, but Kawasa 2001. It's Manya's birthday. Happy birthday, Manya!
Thank you.
Somebody asked me how my daughter's feeling. Oh, you want to hear some crap? Check it out.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Oh my God. Okay, explain this to me. Okay, so my daughter gets sick, right? And she goes to the doctor's on Christmas Eve. They give her 4 prescriptions and an inhaler. And the pharmacy's closed. And the pharmacy's closed on Christmas.
Oh.
Next day rolls around. I'm like, have you gone got your medicines yet? And she's like, no, my mom hasn't taken me. And I'm like, well, what the hell is the point of going to the doctor's on Christmas Eve if you can't get anything to help you? Why didn't you just wait till like today, or why didn't they give you some meds, like starter kits, or like samples or whatever the hell it is? I was like, This is weird. I mean, what are supposed to people do when they get sick on Christmas? Die? I don't get it. I thought it was weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Like maybe give them like for one day, give them prescription for one day, for that day, for the public holiday. So and then they can go next day and buy the rest of it. Like.
Hey Paul, by the way, let me control who comes and goes in because I know the people that are coming in and out, and I'm not gonna let trolls in here.
Giggity.
All right, I gotta go, but I'm looking forward to your content, Steve, in 2020. And yeah, I'll be around as usual and eating your brains off, everybody's brains off. And yep, Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank
in
you, darling.
advance.
I appreciate it.
All righty. Cheers.
No, no. There are some people that are not going to come in here. Cheshire. By the way, you missed the intro, Cheshire. I white knighted you, sort of.
I did?
Not really.
Wait. Isn't that my job?
Are you the white knight? You can take it. I don't give a shit. Not a job I really want.
The level of community property is going to get destroyed.
Giggity.
Giggity.
I had to stop. I was told we were getting booze, so I had to stop to go get booze. And then I was told, no, we're not going to do booze anymore. So I guess I'm just going to be the only one boozing.
Yeah, I was going to make this a rum and coke, but I decided not to. So,
Can I just clear something up with people who want to bitch and complain about that? Because here's the thing. We don't have an issue of people drinking. We have an issue when people try to lie about their drinking.
Right. I mean, it seems to be pretty straightforward, right?
Never said don't drink. Name one
yeah, exactly. I've never said don't drink. Evelyn Shelton, $10. But Steve, many of us aren't savvy with shady YouTube behavior. Naivety makes us vulnerable, and we need someone watching out for us and sharing their experience and wisdom. Please, someone stand up. I agree, but I'm not that person any longer, at least not for a while. I've been at it for a very long time. I when I see hypocrisy like I've seen, there's a problem. Like I said, Chess wasn't here earlier, but I noted, Chess, when you left a group because you felt unsafe because people did not stand up for you. People using my daughter as a weapon. People using deaths. Hang on, people using deaths as a weapon. People using manipulation as weaponry, and people sit around and they don't say a damn thing. So.
My issue with the group wasn't even necessarily that they didn't stand up for me in public. They didn't say anything privately. They just straight up ignored me.
Yeah. It doesn't matter in public. I mean, saying in private, they did not stand up for you at all.
Nothing. Nobody cares about me. It's okay. I'm a goblin.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Not the only one.
People are asking what we're drinking. Who's drinking what?
I'm drinking coffee.
Is Steve the only one showing right now?
Yes, I'm the only one
Are
showing.
you only presenting yourself?
Yes, because I had trolls trying to come in. And bombers.
And again, no camera connected to the PC.
Oh, yeah. I know your issue.
So.
Listen, I'm well aware of your camera problems.
I know. At least I don't break them as often as Red does.
Yeah, you know what? I know for a fact Red actually gets that extended warranty thing for his cameras. Because they last like one time and he gets a new one every single time.
Oh, I abused the shit out of that thing.
Oh.
So I think I'm the only one drinking, and it's a Heineken right now.
Okay, passable. It's closer to a real beer.
Yeah, I had a gift card, so I had to make sure I spent it wisely. So I got, instead of buying like a little tiny bottle of rum, I bought 6 Heinekens in like a pack and a 4-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade but it's the black cherry because I'm hardcore.
You know what? It's so funny is all I got left is scotch because I had that bottle of rum for quite some time, right? And basically,
you finally finished that bottle?
Yeah, I finally finished it. Yeah, and so, but I'm not going to put scotch in coffee, right?
Yeah, you don't know. Don't do that. I was gonna buy a bottle of Kahlua, but I was just like,
Well, but then you have to get the rest of it. You need to get the vodka. You need to get the cream. You need to get so many other things that go with the Kahlua.
Oh, no, you just
Brandon.
get Kahlua rum and you put it in milk with ice and just make yourself some White Russians.
Oh, that sounds good.
See, you're missing the vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the vodka's not. The caramel and the rum is better.
Like I said, I was gonna make this a rum and coke night, but I didn't.
It's our first real argument.
Are you and AT2 Jared having a lover spat?
A little bit.
Okay.
It happens.
So you guys admit it, you do love each other. Oh, that's sweet. Love is in the air.
Can you feel the love tonight?
This is what happens with
Chess
chest
share
drinks.
our song yet?
So,
And
anyways,
not the crummy version from the movie, the actual Elton John version.
yeah,
Heathens.
it's so funny.
Yeah,
Geist feels
the
like it's
good
like the
one.
Clown Car Posse all over again. Yeah, you know what? I tell you, there's like reiterations of the Clown Car Posse every year. I think, right? There's always a group out there that's just going to be just like the Clown Car Posse. What are you going to do, right? I mean, again, we're moving on from that. Screw those people. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to go off YouTube, so they could just kiss my ass. But I'm just going to be moving on to bigger and better things. So is Cheshire and some other stuff. But we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff planned. It's just give us a few weeks because reasons. But Reds,
Yeah.
you're happy. You don't sound happy. Come on, man. Thought you're going to be happy for this.
I just got back from Walmart, dude. That's not a happy place.
What? So
Oh,
that's
come
so
on.
that's like the anti Disneyland.
It's
I-
the anti-everything.
The
I would
least
like
happiest
to
place in the world.
disagree. I would like to disagree just because I recently was in a Walmart in America and they sell alcohol in there. So it is definitely not the worst place because Canadian Walmarts don't have alcohol.
But I gotta tell you, I
hon,
like the fact that all these trolls come out because it gives us time to just whack-a-mole all of them, and then going next year, they'll be screaming into the void. Let them scream into the void.
It's not that the alcohol makes the Walmart good. It's that the alcohol makes the Walmart tolerable.
I don't get you. You're like weird when it comes to alcohol. You're such a lightweight.
It tastes like goat piss, okay? If other people want to enjoy the nice taste of goat piss, then be my guest. I don't like that shit. It's like, it tastes, every time I drink alcohol, it tastes like a raccoon ejaculated in an old log that's been in a rainforest.
Why are you
for
jacking
like
off
50 years.
raccoons? I mean, I'm not judging. We all got fetishes, I guess. but-
Listen. When
He's
I was
not jacking
younger,
off.
I did some films that I'm not exactly
Oh,
proud
you're
of.
young and you
okay?
have the money.
Well, that's
kind of cute though.
so yeah. What he does now is he doesn't actually jack off the raccoons. He sets up traps for the raccoons, so that way he knows where to go and like essentially little reserves, so he knows where to find the aged raccoon cum.
Ah, gotcha. So, hang on. Dang it! I was gonna do something.
I used to drink in the Walmart bathroom, free beer.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh, that's ew.
well,
Guys,
to be
come on
fair,
in, man. Yeah, you can
To
come
be
in,
fair,
guys.
most American beer is just recycled urine, and no thank you.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
So come on in, guys. I mean, now's your chance. Like I said, this is gonna end of the year review. We're gonna be building up the GDC a little bit. We're gonna be, trying to get non sequitur back. We're gonna be doing some shows, a little bit
I
of
haven't eaten
everything.
yet today. I was busy as hell this morning. I basically got up, got my stuff ready to go. As you notice, I am not in the same place because I'm literally just live in transit at this point. So,
Oh,
I'm on the laptop. But also, like, I just got up and then took the dog for a bath, and you should see how fluffy Puck is now. He was
Fluffy
like,
Puck. Fluffy Puck.
yeah. He went out
Puck.
and was running around in like a wooded area, so he just got mud and sticks and dirt, and so he took him for a bath because we actually took him to a store that's actually got a really cool bath area and washed him off, and he just doubled in size just because he went pff.
By the way, link is in the video description, guys. Just go to the video description and the Hangout links there. We have 2 admins in here. We can control who comes in and comes out. So, well, we can't control who goes out. You can leave at any time. No,
Oh,
don't
really?
leave. No.
Because I thought I was here against my will.
I don't know who dragged you.
Of course you are.
Oh. Well, there's your answer, Steve.
Hey,
Now you know who's
Defango. Got
responsible.
Defango out there.
Oh dang, is Defango gonna come in?
You can come in, sure. Cheshire and I were on Defango's channel the other day because there was a coward that didn't. I guess I didn't know he was going to go on. Defango didn't know he was going to go on. He was welcome to come on, before me, I guess, and he didn't show. So whatever.
Wait, you mean he was running his mouth when he didn't have all the information?
Oh, shocker! I know, right?
Where have we heard that
Yes.
shit before?
I mean, it's not like there wasn't some fun that happened at, what was it, 2:30 in the morning Christmas Day?
Oh, I would like to
Tell me
point
about
out.
it.
I would like to point out real quick that this person we may or may not be talking about decided to come at me sideways on Twitter. It took me 2 retweets 2 direct tweets and 1 solo tweet for him to just piss right off. And then
you
you
mean
know
the
he
cesspool that we
went,
call Twitter that I'm not
went
gonna have for a while?
he went live, so he wasn't responding to me because
Yeah.
there's like a 15-minute gap between those times.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm,
gonna.
I'm
bother
honestly
with,
thinking about closing my Twitter. I'm like, why am I even here? That's my question.
It's cancer.
Right
Let's
now,
admit
it's just an app that's occupying space on my phone, and I'm like, why? But
Right?
why though?
I think Twitter has like some benefit because like we've met some pretty cool people on there, and we've met a couple of people who have been able to actually have a back and forth with us a little bit more personally that they wouldn't be able to have in like the chat. As much as we do pay attention to chat, there's still only so much you can do. So I mean, I still like it for those purposes.
Yeah. Hey, what is Google Meets going to be like free? I'm using Paul's right now. We're going to switch to Google Hangouts here in a second. But what? I thought Google Meets is going to be part of a free thing.
Hey, whenever they do it, they better make some fucking thing worth it on the other end for those of us who have been paying for it.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, well, it's part of the Google Suite thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they said that in 2020 at some time, because they're getting away from the ability to use it for streaming, they're going to do something else. But you can't even stream from Meets, which I thought it was kind of odd.
Do you guys want to meet why I'm in this another location?
Sure.
Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Come here.
Okay,
No?
so
No?
Maybe
I'm
I'll
gonna give you
just
guys-
stay on Twitter to post that. Hey, I'm going to be
There we
doing a
go.
rocket launch on
I'm
this.
gonna-
On this
I'm going to be
day,
going over
so-
to Google Hangouts here.
Hello.
So I put the
Okay.
This is Goji.
go ahead, go to the Hangouts over there.
Okay,
Stay
will
over
do.
there. Awesome.
Hi, Goji.
All right, we're back.
Much better.
Much better. Okay,
so
ooh, echo. Let me fix that. This- Testing. Nope, still good. Actually, let me do it this way. So hang on one sec. 1 second. Rid of that. Don't need that. Josh, can you give this to Reds and everybody else? I'll give it to him. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now I can actually add you on the OBS here. Much.
Oh, so people
better.
can like see us. And
Yeah, that way, I'm a narcissist, so I have to look pretty for everybody because it's all about me.
stuff. With a suit on today.
I know. Well, it's cold too, but
There we go.
let me do a window capture here so I can get you guys in here.
I'm gonna keep an eye out so when people can see, I'm
There we
bring
go.
it in.
Look at I'm even
Oh, we
gonna
have
make
a
you.
special guest today.
I'm even gonna make you bigger than I am because you know what? You know what? Hang on. Gotta do this over again. Gotta get a new link. Didn't mean to do that. I'm an idiot. We'll fix this shit. 1 second. Give me a second. Nope, wait. New link. Okay, there we go. That's better. My fault. It happens. Let's see here. Let me
Is it fucking working now?
Yes. Okay. Welcome back. Sorry about that.
That was really funny. We were just yelling about in the chat without you that you need to go get yourself a wool. Cat, you need to chill
and
out.
by the way, it's not a $400 suit. This thing is probably worth or probably new. I don't know. $60 maybe new. One of those. I don't know. It's nice. It's not bad. It's a nice suit. I have no idea. But it's about a $60 blazer on sale.
So
These are
what?
nice.
This is fifth time is the charm.
Yeah, but now I got to add you guys in here without. Hey guys,
Yeah. Let me know when I'm in so I can show you our special guest today.
Howdy.
We got a special guest.
Hi, hi, hi. Yeah, we got a special guest.
We
Now
have
who-
2 of them. I mean,
Oh,
we
hang
have
on,
Geist View.
I'm gonna
I
be.
yes, also that.
I gotta do a window capture here, and I gotta do this right. So 1 sec.
Did you see her?
Zekete.
Exactly. Book.
I think what I'll do is I'll just stay on Twitter to tell people, hey, I'm going to do a rocket launch thingy. Go here. Thank you.
That's
Probably
all.
a good
Yeah,
idea.
when I come back, that's what I'm going to be using it for
No, right.
announcing
Video
videos and stuff.
announcements,
Like, yeah.
Video announcements, that kind of shit. I think that's the only thing it's good for.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna still interact with people because I think it's a fun way to be able to actually chat with people who watch the show, and it's a good place for them to ask questions and get in touch with us. So I mean, I can always just play secretary like I've always done. So changes nothing.
Changes nothing.
Change. All right, wait,
Changes.
come and face
In-
the strange.
Changes.
I heard that Reds is special, only below the belt.
Special like a Ken doll.
Yes.
I'm trying to show you guys, but the problem is if I show, then it's going to show the link, and I don't want to do that because I have to crop it. But I usually
okay,
crop it
so-
before. So how do I do that, Jared?
Okay, so
Producer.
easy
Oh my
way to
God.
prevent. Hang on, easy way to prevent that is in the Hangouts window. Double click to make it full screen.
Oh, or I can go to studio mode and do it before I.
That as
Transition.
well.
That was smart, Jared. Although you didn't suggest it, I did, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, but both of them work. So
Both of
like
them
when
work,
I do
yeah.
mine,
What a great idea! I wish I thought of it.
I go full screen.
Now what are you
I
gonna
just
do?
I just crop it down so that the link is invisible.
Yeah, that's what I just do. All right, there we go. Now, yay! Steve Good.
Now people know why there are those of us who either have the skills or rely on someone like a bull.
Hey, I am totally cool with that. What do you think I hired Bull for? Was it for his good looks, was it?
I mean, that's why I
He's a
wanted
good
him to
looking
join
man, but
us.
he's not my type. But no, he's like so skilled that I'm like, okay, this I'm not letting this what I guess we call it as asset go to waste. Use him.
7 asses.
And by the way, he is for hire. He's not solely mine or anybody else's. Anybody else can use him. And
So are
abuse
you
him.
saying that Bull has taken my position of community property?
He is community property.
Also, here's the special guest, by the way. This is Goji.
Oh, that's so cute. I told you I like fur babies.
Oh, I'm not sure if you saw the answer to your question earlier, Steve. When it comes to cats, they're just cute, fluffy assholes.
Sure. But they're
They're
cute.
not evil. Not evil, just assholes.
Eh,
When they're in the mood.
they're narcissistic. It's all about them.
Well, see, that's the thing is you feed a dog, the dog thinks you are God. Cats were worshipped as gods and have never forgotten.
This is true. But now if you want Link, now you got to ask like Cheshire for it. She's the gatekeeper. And even then, she's going to have to ask me because we do have a lot of trolls around right now. Which is okay. We're used to that. Trolls are views, so not that I give a shit about views. I just think it's funny. Morton, TGK 45. Happy New Year to all of you. Looking forward to good stuff coming out. Thank you. We probably won't stream till next year. We've got what day is Caffeine Corner? Oh wait,
Monday.
that's Monday. So we'll have that. Although I don't know.
Oh,
what
we
we'll
are
do.
having that.
I don't know. Do
Okay.
you want to? You know what? It's up to you. I don't know if you want to take a break. If you want, I mean, it is vacation time, and we have already 20 episodes. Do you want to take a break?
No, I don't care. I mean, I kind of like the idea that we have set up for the next one. So it's if we want to wait and do it in the new year,
in the
then that's
year?
fine. Do you remember what the topics were?
Vaguely, yeah, vaguely. But I'm not going to go over them right now. That'd be a surprise. But yeah, I mean, we'll figure that out. But I'm not gonna. I probably won't do a rum and coke night till next year. Iron Moon, $10. Love to all in the chat. Looking forward to the new year and fresh shows. Chester's the best. Hashtag Smob Army. Yeah, that's by the way. That is not going away. Smob is not going away. My armies.
Why would the snob go away? I made
Yeah.
a shirt.
That's not going anywhere. And by the way, we're also going to probably add a lot more. What is it? I'm trying to think of the term. Little.
This cat is just going crazy over this. Like, she's up there now.
I'm trying to think how to word this. We're gonna add a little hidden stuff, subliminal kind of things that are going to be little jabs at people that we're not going to ever talk about explicitly, but they'll be in some of the graphics, I think, because we're mean like that, because we're the troll army.
Bully.
We're bullies. Let's see here. So, no rum and coke on Saturday. I don't know, vegan. I know you want to. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe we might have a rum and coke night tomorrow. Maybe. I know vegan really wants one because she just wants to drink. Don't blame her.
Well, to be fair, that seems to be the difference with alcoholism and not, other than the meeting aspect, is when you're a social drinker, it's much more accepted. So having that group you're doing it with does make sense.
Yeah. And by the way, if you want to come by and say you're unsubbing to us, that's fine. We're just going to hide you anyways because you're probably trolling. But look, I want to go into the new year 2020 with people that like the content.
I'm so used to having a dog, and this cat just jumped into my bag.
If you don't like the content, then don't watch. Go watch the other stuff.
I would like to personally thank the one guy that unsubbed to me, and also thank the 1,000 extra subs that I got just this month. So,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna miss you, is what I'm trying to say.
It's not even that. My analytics
Are we talking about that guy on Twitter? Is that who we're talking about right now?
No, there's someone in the live chat that actually I have had a bit of a back and forth with in the comments of I think it was my most recent video, to where I have invited to him, if you really want to know the actual lowdown of what happened, I gave you a way to get in touch with me. I am willing to talk about everything and not hold anything back, not pull any punches, and show you directly what material was being operated from. All you have to do, reach out to me.
And they won't.
I'm not afraid. I have nothing to hide.
Well, that's why, I mean, people like you and other people can carry on the torch, right? I'm leaving this stuff in good hands.
Padme wouldn't kick Puck. Also, the reason Puck's not going after the cat is, one, Puck actually likes cats because he's a friendly doggo, but also because he's not here.
I can't get my camera working. Sorry for the internal chat there. Let's see here. Padme says, 666, can't we go back to enjoying kicking dogs? No, it's the year of the cat. Cats are gods. Lesser beings are always going to complain. We know string theory before you idiots crawled. I know cats are hyperdimensional beings that have, been around for billions of years in various forms. We get it, but I'm telling you, when you kick a puppy and you kick a cat, the cats are more aerodynamic. They do fly further. If you don't believe me, go try it. 4th General Veteran UMC Chesty's Children $2. Where is SMOB? Behind the times, LOL. Well, Chesh, why don't you describe SMOB for people?
So at one point, somebody, I can't even remember who at this point, because who cares, was screeching and complaining about how Steve had this army of trolls, or this mob, right? So we started calling it Steve's mob, so it was the SMOB. There's also a subdivision of the SMOB that are made up of goblins. They're called the Smoblins. You do not know whether or not I cannot tell you how to become part of this group, and it is so super secret that you don't even necessarily know that you're in it when you're part of it. We have t-shirts though. If you want a t-shirt.
You could be part of it and you don't even know it. That's kind of insidious, actually.
It's one of those things. It just kind of happens.
I'm the only one who knows who the members are.
Yeah, she's got the master list. She's the gatekeeper for a lot of things. She's got a lot of lists. Go check out her block. Go check out her block list. There's a reason for those.
So not only is she the gatekeeper, she's also the queen. And I don't know. Does that mean we can call you Queen Zool?
I am the queen.
Yeah, I guess there was some word that because I kind of like stepping away from a lot of stuff that I'm no longer commanding Chesh, and I'm like, if you ever thought that I was to begin with, you got serious issues.
People have been like, "Oh, your king has ran away," and we're all like, "What?" And Helios, I'm pretty sure it was Helios on Twitter made a really good point, and they were like, "We don't follow Steve."
Well, Helios isn't stupid. That's why.
We follow Steve and what he does, but he doesn't tell us what to do.
Yeah, Helios,
so,
Helios takes it on board, the critical thinking stuff. He actually applies it.
And he was like, "Oh, just because Steve's done with something doesn't mean we are, dipshit."
Right, and nobody asked anybody else to stop. You go, do your thing, man. Kawasa 5001. Actually, 2020 is the year of the rat. Let's just make sure. Make truce and agree to kick rats. Sorry, Flaffenbaum.
Oh, no, laughing.
You want to be a rat kicker? Helios, $2. Unbeknownst to me, I was a small sleeper cell agent. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
News
pretty
to
much
us,
how it
too.
works. Yeah.
exactly.
Steve, the people can see us, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I'm going to do this
Go ahead.
because I have the crown. I'm the king now, bitch.
What are we looking at here? You're not showing. You're not seeing you.
You're not seeing it?
No, it was a misfire. All we're seeing is
really
your
into
your
that.
medals and rank.
Wow,
saw
it
it.
really could.
Oh, by the way, did you guys see that the other day? I actually showed my rank. I showed my Westpac from '93, where oh, there you go. That's nice. Where I was a MM2, right? I think I during that picture I had to be an MM2. It was cut off so you can't see, but I don't think I made E6 yet. I don't remember. But people that are saying I was a petty officer third class, you're idiots. Petty officer third class is one chevron. So not even a chevron. It's not even a chevron. You don't give me your crow yet. Well, petty officer third class is one chevron, your crow, and then petty officer second class is 2 chevrons. Petty officer first class is 3. I had 3 chevrons. That's a first class. This is a second class. Third class has 1 chevron. E3 has 3 stripes.
That's so funny. That's the number of stars there is, so that must be the rank.
Yeah.
Are they chevrons
So-
like the guy from Stargate?
Well, hey, Chess, didn't you have one of the sycophants, Vader girl slash what was her name, crazy cat lady slash
yeah, I don't know. I know who you're
whatever.
talking about,
She has
but
so
I
many
don't know what their
different
name
names.
is.
I am white girl or something. Her name is. Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
whatever.
supposed to give $100 to Wounded Warrior if she can prove me lying, and I said, if you can prove me lying, I will give $100 to Wounded Warrior, because she said I was a petty officer third class. I showed that I was petty officer second class in a shot. I was actually a first class, but it's cut off, like I said, so I don't remember. If
Yeah, I was
dropped
supposed
them
to
or not.
reach out to her in the new year to have
Tell her
that
shows Wounded Warrior
quote-unquote
$100 because she
debate.
chickened out, coward.
Yeah, but my favorite is that people are trying to claim this whatever stolen valor / was never in the Navy, but we've unprompted have read your letters home from while you were in the Navy.
And showed them. What do you think? I wrote those letters in 1993. You can see my handwriting was crap. And
Well, you can see the handwriting, but you can also like look up the date on the
Here's my
postcard.
Westpac book, people. USS Truxton. You can go look it up on the internet.
So funny.
I'm literally
so
on the USS
funny.
Truxton Facebook page. CGN 35. My nickname was Scooter.
I was gonna say that was the nuclear cruiser.
Yeah, it was a nuclear. Yeah, see that? I love the name Scooter. If you guys want to call me Scooter, you can. I kind of miss it actually. But my nickname was
Messenger
Scooter.
reveals.
But that's Westpac. But I'll show people this so they know again, because these people are idiots. I mean, straight up freaking idiots. I'm proud to be in the military, as a person, because I have honor. Unlike some people who got out of the military and lost theirs. That's
so.
Jared.
I'm just talking shit. Question for actually the two of you, Steve and Chesh, from the Messenger Reveals.
That I was gonna read.
Steve, if you don't mind sharing, I've been trying to correct people that you're Gen X and not a boomer.
I am Gen
What
X.
year were you hatched?
1970.
There you go.
You can't see me in the inside, but the outside chat can see me. That's
Jens
That's
for
me
two
right there.
says
Look how
dogs
cute I
are
was.
greater than
I had
dogs
a
are
mustache.
greater than cats are greater than rats, and rats are greater than Unirocks.
So, like I said, 1993 is when I got out. God's Auditor also pulled my records. I was in from October 26th, 1987 to October 27th, I believe, I think it was listed, or 26th, 1993. So, there you go. Anybody who says otherwise, you're just a liar, and whatever. What are you going to do? People lie. Hey, by the way, newsflash, people lie on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like this stuff isn't like well known. It's not like this hasn't been around for years. Like, what do they think this is? Like, oh, this is an elaborate ruse that's been years in the making,
Right.
where you're just giving out information unprompted about. Like, what an elaborate
have the
con
internet,
that would be.
You know what? It reminds me because there's a voice out there who
This is my 93 one.
listened to and actually had seen that has made the claim that a particular person created an entire blog posting website faking as if they were a different person, and when you go back to and look at the actual dates, that would mean the person playing the part, the person who is being accused of faking it, would have started it when they were 7 years old.
Oh my god. This is actually my 93 picture. This is me in 1993. I still look the same.
Oh wait, hold on. I have a question. Is this still? Can you hear? Oh, this is coming out of my stupid. All right.
I miss some things about the military. I really do, but I
Um,
wouldn't do it again. That's for damn sure. Oh, by the way, anybody knows anything about nuke school? You get out of your boot. You get. Is that me or you? Who's it ringing? You get out of.
That's my sister. Give me. I'll be
okay.
back in a minute.
You get out of your A school as an E4, as a petty officer second class. So anybody knows anything about being a nuke, you would know that I wouldn't have got out as a petty officer third class because I have a good conduct medal, which means that I never got captain's mass or non-judicial punishment. So, you know what's funny, AT? It's like these people that don't know crap about the military trying to tell us how the military is just amazing, right?
Oh yeah, most of the time I end up laughing at them because like, oh, it's cute you think that.
Yeah.
You're so fucking wrong.
Right? But you can't. You look on the outside because you'll have to see when it comes up. But how many chevrons is that? That's at least 2. Okay, that's at least an E5. Okay, so petty officer second class. So whoever said I was a petty officer third class, you're lying. Go figure.
Slight delay, so let me.
But you'll see it on the outside. Yeah. I tried to turn the camera on in here. I can't. I don't know why. But I offered her. I was like $100 and wouldn't worry if you could say that, show that I'm lying. Here's evidence that again. What do you think? What does she think I do? I made this book. You know, there's 2 chevrons right there.
Yeah, I was able to see the top of the second one. So yeah, that's at least E5.
Macabre, and I was frocked E6. I didn't get paid for it, but Macabre $2. I was in kindergarten in 1993. Really? Damn, I'm old.
That's when I went in the army.
Yeah, Veggie Mirari says, I love people telling me how the military works when they were never in it, and I was for 11 years. Exactly, right? Exactly. It's like, how desperate are people to think that I had to like steal valor? I mean, for God's sake, man. I mean, I actually legit have like shipmates on my Facebook page. You can go ask them. Knock yourself out. Oh, there's the chat. It wasn't showing. I thought it was off. No, it's there, sweet. By the way, I've been told that if Sweet drinks tequila, bad things happen. Should we take that chance? Like she might be like legit arrested.
Yeah.
Mandalorian says good conduct medal means you didn't get caught. There's some truth to that.
Exactly.
There's some truth to that.
Fucking exactly, because that's the thing is, I'll admit, I wasn't the most behaved. I just never got caught.
I mean, I had a 4.0 average for the most part. I think my lowest eval was 3.8. I had like maybe 1 or 2 of those. I never had a 3.6. But I did get a 1 or 2, 3.8, but I've always had 4-point averages, and I was not a squared away sailor. I'm not even going to try to pretend to be. I was not the sailor that had the fully pressed suit. I was the one that probably, was the one that just, I don't know. I was the guy, okay, you have one on every ship, AT2. I was the guy that even the captain just called Scooter. I don't think anybody ever called me Petty Officer McRae, very, very rarely. I was the one that just, I trained people, hey, go talk to Scooter. You got an issue, go fix this, Scooter. I was that guy, right? I knew everybody on board.
Yeah, you generally find that type of person in supply or someone with a direct link to supply.
Yeah, I wasn't in supply.
Yeah, which on Small Boy it can be differing in that aspect, but got to remember full loadout on the ships I was on started at 5,000 people, full load.
Do you want to know why I was called Scooter? I guess that I don't really know, but I guess there was a basketball coach. I think it was out of Florida named Scooter McRae. They called him. Maybe you can check into that. I don't know, but I think that was the reason.
Of course, it was Florida.
Of course, there's always that Florida guy, right?
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, that Vader girl chick, by the way, she's nuts. She's actually insane. Yeah, she was trying to say those Pet Officer 3. So everybody that could tell her that she's lying her ass off. Go nuts.
So the Mandalorian asks, "What is this? The Squid Show?" No, but we can turn it into one. I mean, I have a whole bunch of other vets that I can pass.
We're going to do that next
to.
year. We're AT2 is actually going to have his vet meeting, and he's going to stream it to this channel to promote his. Because I'm still going to be promoting channels. I'm not going to do any more fundraisers for people. I've already told people I'm done with trying to help people with money, but I will help them with their channels. Yeah, that's not going to stop.
Yeah, believe me, that's probably a good idea because a lot of people who I helped in the past end up burning me in an unforgivable way. So, hey, I'm not going to name names, but to every single one of you in 2018 and 2019 that did that shit, fuck you.
I get it. Trust me. So I've reached that point as well. You can only stick your neck out so many times with people. I get it. I will help out my closest people, my inner circle friends. I will give, like I said, I'll donate a kidney to if I need to. But outside of that, then I'm just not going to be. I'm not going to be doing what I was doing. Call it self-preservation, if you will. I don't care. There are a lot of reasons behind it, but I still want to promote channels. I think we, as a great debate community, that's part of our mandate is to help channels. But they're on their own as far as, doing what they do. I'm not going to be giving advice to them.
Yeah, it's one of those things you can only do so much.
Right.
And that's one of the things is, I don't want people to take this the wrong way. Having a limitation on when and how you can help someone or help a group of people is not a bad thing, because you need to have your own healthy boundaries. You need to be able to set your own limitations and stick to them, because if you don't respect yourself enough to know when to say, no, I'm sorry, I really feel for you, but I can't help you right now in that way. If you don't have that measure of self-respect, how can you expect anyone else to respect you?
Yeah, and as we grow, I mean, I can't do 10 fundraisers a year. It's just not feasible. I was trying to help everybody. Anybody who came to me, I tried to. And sometimes it wasn't enough. I know, like Puffaluffagus, he didn't think that I did enough. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. He's no longer, in the community. He wants to go hang out with the other side. That's fine. But I just, unless you're in my inner circles, which they know I will help them out, I'm not going to be promoting any kind of fundraiser going in 2020.
It's for the best.
Yeah. But I will do what I can to help you guys out, obviously.
That's because we know how to cup.
Yeah, it's all in the wrist.
Mm-hmm. That's why I keep telling
people. And by the way,
people,
unless you're A positive, you're not
listens.
getting my kidney, so.
I'll make it work.
Out.
Yeah.
I'll make it work somehow.
Or A negative. I don't remember, and that's kind of important. I'm either A positive or A negative.
Yeah, I'll admit the only reason why I remember which one I am is because actually on one of my keychains that I keep here in the house, I actually have my dog tag.
Yeah, and I had my dog tag too. I had it in my wallet. But do you guys remember when I went to LA and I lost my wallet? My last dog tag was in there.
Yeah,
I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit. Listen, if they can make a small block Chevy fit in a Prius, I'm pretty sure I can make your fucking kidneys work.
Well, it has to be the right blood type. You have to match. You're going to be rejected.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to go with a common designer argument there, Red?
All I'm saying is that it's all a lie. It's all conspiracy. That's what this one douchebag on Twitter said to me. Speaking of which, I'm thinking about just closing down the Twitter.
Well, that's what I did for a while. I mean, I'll bring it back after I get back from vacation.
I mean, the whole place.
I gotta tell you, that's the best decision I ever made to shut down Twitter. The white noise, gone.
It's like this. Have any of y'all ever had tinnitus?
Yeah, well, tinnitus is an actual thing that's chronic.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've had, acute, sure.
Yeah. So but you get it at the worst possible time, and it just starts annoying the shit out of you. Imagine that, but with a Twitter logo on it.
Yeah, you guys are just bad at this.
Yeah, you guys don't know how to play it.
You don't know how to Twitter properly, Reds. I guess we're not Twitterers.
You take it too seriously. That's the thing. You gotta learn when to laugh.
Well, it's not that. No, let me clarify. I don't give a fuck what people tweet. I was getting DMs galore, just fucking galore. I cannot keep track of everything any longer. I cannot respond to everybody any longer. I tried doing it. I really, honest to God, made an effort. But it's just not feasible going forward.
Yeah, because you don't know what you're doing.
All I want.
Go talk to Chesh. Everybody that DMs me, go DM Chesh. Go ahead.
I want my endless stream of show content from NASA and ESA and fucking Boeing Space and SpaceX and shit like that. And all I'm getting is just bullshit about other people's cats. I don't care.
Me and Sweet are on the same page. Steve left, so they're after me now, and I'm thoroughly amused.
Oh,
and
some of the shit that they're coming up with
and
is
here's the funniest
hilarious.
thing. One of the reasons why I'm backing off is they don't go after you guys, and I guess it's kind of having the opposite effect, but you guys could take care of yourself. But
well,
I'm not going to white knight for you guys.
Everybody thinks that, oh, we're following Steve, but they don't realize that as soon as they direct things at us, they get shut down fucking immediately.
Yeah, you guys are your own people. I don't white knife you guys. Jason Bourne, $2. Love you going to watch. I don't know.
Nate's video, the fake email.
Yeah, you could do that, but I don't know. Macabre Malefica, $2. I bet Reds gets tinnitus in the butthole. Okay. I don't know how that would work, but
that's actually true. That's actually
where
true.
Do you think that,
listen. I can explain it. But how demonetized are we?
He's gonna
probably
need,
at this
he's
point.
gonna need a presentation and a PowerPoint.
Most of my stuff doesn't stay monetized very long.
It's going to involve us screenshots and the Bodies Museum.
I saw something in here, so I wanted to. Oh yeah, so it's kind of funny because somebody was like, Sweet's turn to get Steve, and I'm like, what? Wait, news to me.
Very interesting.
Oh, this person was trying to say this, and I immediately tagged Sweet and was like, oh really?
Is this the same type of rhetoric where it was said that I was somebody's best bro?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
The
one that you talk to all the time that you confide in.
It's the same kind of rhetoric that me and Reds are dating.
Never fucking happened.
Have you seen him? I don't
Unfortunately.
think you've looked into the eyes. my deepest sympathies. It was so sudden, Steve. We were lost as to what's happened. Yeah, I know, and
I mean, seriously, I was some dude's like best bro, and that we talk all the time. Like,
I heard
fucking
like that.
news to me.
But you say that about all of us. No, you're like, well, I don't know any of these people.
It's like fucking news to me. It's like, hey, I kind of know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. We're best bros. Yeah, sure you are.
You're one of my best bros, but I don't even talk to you that much.
No, not really. Listen. Whenever I was talking to Unirock, let's try this. I'm just gonna name drop because I don't give a shit anymore. If you
man, I back it off. You can do whatever you want.
If you ever talk to Unirock, ask him this: on the one time that we spoke, did I cuss him out? If he answers no, then he was not a bro of mine. ATQ Productions. When we spoke at fucking 2:30 in the fucking morning because you needed a soundbite, what did I say to you?
Why the fuck are you even asking me to do this?
Exactly. So that's how you know you're a good friend of mine, is when I cuss you out.
Yeah, he does. No, you think I'm kidding?
Reds is my bitch.
I've gotten phone calls from Reds literally on my cell phone at 3:00 in the morning just so he can curse.
Yes.
It's okay.
That's how you know you're one of my really good friends is if I cuss you out endlessly.
I was actually planning on taking because I'm house sitting right now. I was planning on taking kind of a bit of a week off of sort of everything. I was gonna shut my Twitter down just to be funny, but I probably will leave it on and just and I'll be answering intermittently. But essentially, I've got my own place to myself currently. I've got nobody around me except this cat. So I'm essentially going to be attempting to do some some silly animations. So I've got at least 2 characters that I'm going to try and rig. So there may or may not be goblin animations coming in the new year.
Got a quick super chat. Macabre for $2. Back the F off, Chess. Reds is my biatch. Good luck with that.
To be fair, if Macabre was going to hold me, I'd be down.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I don't judge. Hand sanitizer asked, and by the way, I was going to say before I forget, yeah, it's kind of weird that Sweet forsaked me, but we're going to be in Dallas together. I think what she's going to do is be like, psych. You know? I know how she is. I know what she's like. You guys don't even know. She would probably do that too. I'd be like, we're all waiting at the airport. Psych.
You just get a text that says psych in all capitals.
I'm there in spirit, Steve. Hand sanitizer. Any regrets regarding the drama of the past few weeks?
Yay,
None.
goblin porn.
Hand sanitizer. I don't have any regrets because I know I did everything possible. I have no regrets. I am comfortable with my decisions. I have nothing to apologize for. People can suck me. I just don't care. I really, honest to God, don't. Again, I have learned a few things, right? I have learned that there are people out there that will say that you're friends when they're not. And I've taken that to heart. I've sure learned that lesson in the past. Maybe I didn't. I'm not going to make that mistake 3 times going forward. So I will be eliminating a lot of people that are just toxic. And even from my videos, from my comment section, if they're toxic, they're just gone. I'm not going to be
Sweet says
dealing
I'm
with any of that.
saving that trick for our wedding day.
You're getting married to Chesh?
No, the psych joke.
Oh, she should be so lucky to marry somebody like me. Come on, I'm out of her league. Let's be realistic here.
Any
I'm
regrets
kidding.
about any
What?
regrets regarding 2019 in general? How's that? That's a better question to ask.
Regrets
That's a
going
good
in. Wait,
question.
regrets for what?
And just for 2019 in general.
Wow. Let me think here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the better question.
You know, I will say this from my standpoint in that the only regret I have has to do with stuff that I don't and will not talk about on air. How about that?
You know what? I could get behind a lot of that. Okay. Let me tell some people some things, and without getting too expressive, but there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that a lot of people will never be aware of, except for a handful of people like the ones in this room. It probably will. I don't think it's conveyable. It's stuff that is just not. Even if we tried, we couldn't convey it to other people because we lived it. They won't ever get it. So I have regrets when it comes to like not cutting people out of my life sooner. Maybe I have regrets with trusting the wrong people. Maybe, but other than that, I don't think I would have changed much. Do you?
Nothing. Fuck you.
I'll put it to you this way: the first half of this year has been blisters on my nutsack, and not just blisters, but ingrown hairs. And I think that when I finally shedded some much needed weight, weight is synonymous for something else that I'll not go into. It's been absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. It's been great. It's been awesome. I wish I did it sooner. What I'm trying to say is fuck certain people.
Yeah, pretty much. And by the way, somebody wants to know who the cute girl is in the live chat. My name's Steve, but I'm actually a guy, but whatever.
Did you just assume my gender?
They did. They did. They assumed my gender.
From Messenger reveals in the chat, for everyone, never regret anything as everything is inevitable. Could not have been any different. You're welcome. Live in peace.
Fatalism.
Well, here's the thing. I can look back and recognize that, yeah, I could have handled that better. I could have been more mindful of those circumstances.
I could have told that person to fuck off sooner.
By the way, I love this. This is the comment of the night, and I'm not going to say to who it's referred to, but I'm just hypothetically speaking. Ash Scott said, "I regret a ton of super chats that turned into cocaine."
I love Ash. Helios also, you know what you said, and go fuck yourself.
That's funny. So, yeah, we're gonna get back to a lot of the fun hangouts like this.
I'm being told to tell Reds to wax his sack.
Does that stop the ingrown hairs?
Eventually.
If you exfoliate properly.
Sweet says, I did everything
sounds too much
perfectly
work.
this year, like every year. I don't know what you're all talking about.
Oh, good for you.
Oh my god, this year is gonna be
She could do no
hilarious.
wrong.
This year coming up is going to be a fucking shit show of hilarity. It's gonna be amazing.
Jess, one of the things I also heard was that like Sweet agrees with me on everything. I'm like, bitch, you have no idea what she agrees and disagrees with me with. What the fuck is wrong with you? I love that narrative. Sweet's is just she's just a mindless Steve follower. I'm like, okay.
People will
Let's go with that one.
to be fair, there are people who are without like malice, people who aren't being just trolls, will make assumptions and try and understand the relationships with people or between people without actually knowing a lot of the background information. And usually that's not actually meant in any kind of negative way. It's just that's the only information that they have access to.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay, but that I'm not referring to those types of people.
Oh no, fuck we're not talking about those people are cool. Fuck the other people.
So, we are, by the way, like I said, we're still going to have the rum and coke nights, and we're still going to have fun. We're still going to laugh, and we're still going to be a community.
I dislike that I'm the only one drinking.
I know. Yeah, it feels like that's painfully wrong. I mean, yeah, people have no idea. Don't try to assume here. And that's another thing we kind of missed on our hangout the other day on the Caffeine Corner. Assumptions, but that's not a C word. So maybe we should have A words.
Asshole.
That wasn't what I was going for, but okay.
No.
Okay.
She has a point.
Is that, you really want to make that one of the C words? I was thinking a little more highbrow. I'm not trying to go lowbrow here.
Asshole wouldn't be a C word.
No, I know, but I said A words. We already did C words, right?
You want to do? Should we just go through the alphabet?
Well, yeah. When we get to X, it's gonna be kind of a problem.
The chat's drinking with me. This is why I love the chat. Fuck you guys.
No, we could probably come up with some A words. Or at least D words, like don't assume, don't. But that's not a D word. I don't know.
Well, that's just don't. The word would just be don't. And then it would just be just.
Don't do this, don't do that.
And that would be J too, because J is just gonna be just don't.
Just don't. Macabre, $5. I regret shooting amateur straight porn this year in exchange for carte blanche. I think you mean carte blanche. Access to free drugs. Girls are icky. They can be. Yeah, I mean, anybody thinks that, like, you know what, I'm not even going to say it, but I'm telling you, there are some fundamental differences in genders. I'm just
Helios is being mean to me.
He is. Take my original idea and then make them fuck each other clan orgy style. Wow, you guys are like, wow. And by the way, we're not going to ever leave the muck in some ways. Don't get me wrong. Going into 2020, the Great Debate community has always had.
I don't understand why people are expecting highbrow humor from us when we sit around and make dick jokes all day. I mean,
anybody who says, Steve, I thought more than you. You in the philosophy. You can't make a meme. Fuck yourself. Do you not know me?
I straight up started losing it laughing on Twitter when somebody sent me a screenshot of Demi's chat or comment section of her video from the other day, because I was like, oh, surely there's no way that Demi's saying you can't clap back at people, and then she's in the chat being like, oh, it's all just because one person did it doesn't mean you should do it back. That makes everybody the asshole. I'm like, oh my god, she's highbrow
as can be, right? By the way,
what's more like the irony of Demi being like, oh, don't clap back at people with memes.
Let people know in 20, and this has been a long-standing rule of mine, but they need to know in 2020, if I block you, I don't watch your video. And by the way, you can ask Reds and Chesh, this is a fact.
That's true.
I do not watch your video. I'm not just lying. I don't. I mean, I will. I may go to the video and read some comments, but I do not actually watch the video.
Yeah. Well, he might see a clip. The most that he's gonna see is a clip of it.
And that's usually from Red's channel.
You need to see this clip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, right? I could watch it if somebody else plays it, but I will not watch the video on their channel ever.
Well, with the highbrow thing and those sorts of standards, the majority of people I've seen who make that comment don't interact with people of that upper echelon in academia or intelligence.
They're pretty bad too. Have they talked to Sisyphus Redeemed? Yeah, Sisyphus Redeemed is a dirty perv, and I like that. You know,
that's a really good point.
He is really bad. I mean,
no, AT2's point. That's a really good point.
What?
Fuck your point, Steve.
What's the same point? I just gave a specific one.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I mean, I just gave a specific example. But yeah, if somebody says, Steve's, he was doing science and philosophy, and then he gets down in the muck. Well, yeah, that's what I've been for 7 years. Where have you been?
Why wouldn't philosophy, realistically?
I don't get it. It's just bizarre.
Why wouldn't philosophy exist in the lower or in what would consider the muck of conversation? Philosophy is about the human condition. Philosophy is about thinking about how you think and what you think and where you're from. So if you're from a less, let's say, spiffy part of society, why can't somebody who makes shitty memes think about why they're making shitty memes. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I have no idea. But yeah, I that narrative is really strange. That for some reason
I
they
think
put me
they're
on
just
some kind of
mad that
pedestal.
Steve is better at making shitty memes than
Right.
the people who are making shitty memes.
Right. I had some skills back in the day. I showed you guys the card things that I made. Back in the day, I was doing the.
This
those
is my
e-cards.
second beer, but all I ate was one singular piece of like flat bread with some hummus.
She gets loquacious when she drinks, and it's just the verbiage that comes out.
At least I'm not drinking wine.
It's like ear rape.
I get
now I know
mean.
where to monetize. I said the R word.
Yeah, you did.
It
You
wasn't
done
Rape
me.
apologist.
It wasn't me.
Damn it.
You done did it.
You did it.
No, there's
Can't blame
only
me this time.
there's only one word that I know that will get you demonetized without question, from what I understand.
Is it raccoon ejaculate?
Hitler.
No, it's actually
It's
an
not
acronym.
Hitler. It's an acronym.
Mhm.
Is it dumb fuck of the year?
Nope,
Homosexual.
nope. I'm not going to tell
No,
you.
it's an acronym. LGBTQ.
No, probably nowadays. Kawasa
Oh wait,
fight-
is it
No, I'm
Team
not going to
Cunt?
tell you.
That's not an acronym.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's a
Christians
YouTube
under
thing.
New Testament. God damn you.
It's a YouTube thing. Kawasa 5000. Philosophy was actually born from muck. There's actually a lot of old Greek philosopher stories that's not in textbooks. Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt that at all, man.
Hey guys, just for future notice, can everyone just keep in mind that Team Cunt, the cunt actually stands for something?
It is an acronym.
It's Christians under New Testament, or cunt for short.
Another C word. We like the C words. Erato's your muse. Hey, babe. I love Erato, your muse. Love you. $5. Merry Christmas, Steve. Cheshire and all the community. Lots of love into the new year. Thank you so much. Again, I recognize who's been kind and who has not in this community. And Jasmine, that's her. I'm not doxing her. She's given her name. Is a very kind individual, and I thank you for
I
that.
like how you've said that You've said her names multiple times, and every time you say it, you specify that you're
because
not
I know
doxing.
trolls out there, right?
Yeah.
Because supposedly I'm
It's
a doxer. I'm a doxer. Yay!
Well, it kind of
That's
just
fucking ridiculous.
It's a subtle way that demonstrates how much Steve is actually harassed online about this shit. Because now he's just automatically responding to something before it can happen. And if that doesn't tell you that he's been harassed,
I don't even
I
call
don't
it
know what
harassment.
will.
It's more people being stupid.
It's like
just people
flinching
being
when
stupid. Let
somebody
people be
raises
stupid.
their
I don't care.
hand. It's the equivalent of flinching when somebody raises their hand. You're preemptively responding to a comment nobody's made yet.
Let's see here.
It's almost like we know what certain people are going to say when given the opportunity.
They're predictable. Trolls are kind of predictable for the most part, right?
No,
Always going to be a
yeah.
narrative.
Nat Pat Red's voice is so soothing. I recommend a medical professional, good sir. Something is fucked with your head.
Yeah. No. Something is fucked. Not with the head. It's with the inner ear. You remember that whole tinnitus thing you brought up earlier? There's this thing called destructive interference.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. I can't
Red's
believe
voice is so
I'm actually really
soothing.
surprised. I thought we were going to have more questions, which is actually good because that means people don't give a shit, and I don't blame them. I like that. People realizing that there's just so many stupid people out there. You can't fight every battle. And why bother? Helios, $5.
Exactly.
The dudiest fuckers in science are philosophers, and the dudiest fuckers in the military and navy. Put them together and you get Steve. Somewhat true.
Yep.
I enjoy that people, like, you would expect that Steve was in the Navy, therefore he would swear more than I would, but because he's a sailor, but I swear more because I work factory. And I'm not saying that as an excuse, I'm saying that as a legitimately, I did not swear until I was in college. And even that was like very few and far between. And then I started working factory and I just picked that shit up like it was candy.
Yeah, well, I mean, cursing in the military is a way of life.
So I also picked up drinking, in fact, with factory life. But at the same
Ooh.
time,
Oh, sorry. Somebody
go
had a really
ahead.
good suggestion. New show,
Yeah.
Scooter versus Suitor. Ooh.
ooh,
That would be interesting.
Neat.
that's what you should call Ask a Philosopher, because that's a way better name.
Scooter versus Suitor.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be?
It's
why
like
would it be
Kenny
versus?
versus Spenny.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah,
like? Wouldn't it be
exactly.
like Scooter and Suitor?
No, just do versus. Versus is fine.
Well, because keep in mind, you are going to run into those topics where the two of you do have a difference of opinion, which
do all
is
the time.
not a bad thing. Exactly. So having the versus and thing lets them know that you're going to be attacking the subject from more likely than not differing points of view.
Yeah, well, when Nick and I have a disagreement, we'll sit in a hangout for 30 minutes and talk about it, and then he'll
I
present
want to
his
go
side.
hang out with
I'll-
Jasmine. She's not that far from me.
Jasmine's awesome. Jasmine's hot. You would like her. She really is. She's awesome. Great lady.
You complimented somebody's looks.
Yes,
Fucking
women-
nourishment.
Yes, I can.
You
I'll say that.
complimented somebody who wasn't
Not gonna
me. I
stop
feel
that.
offended.
Hansider says, you want questions. Okay, did Leslie provide you an altered email? Leslie didn't provide me anything. And she's not going to, so whatever. What are you going to do, right?
So I've said this in comments before about that, and I want this to be heard because this is my view of the whole thing now that it's gotten to the point that it has. Some people want to say that you were manipulating the situation. Some people want to say that Katie was manipulating that situation with Leslie.
Oh, I saw this comment. It was a good comment.
What about the possibility that Leslie was the one manipulating both sides?
No, I don't. I kind of
It's
know
not
who's behind
saying
what.
that. It's not. No.
saying it is.
Yeah, he's not saying it is. He's saying that why is nobody asking this
I have no
question
idea.
specifically?
Yeah.
Especially because of this issue with the emails that have come out on your end about her saying pretty much placating that, yeah, I'll get to you when I get to you. Yeah. And then outright saying, no, I won't. That really does bring into question what potential motives would she have, and why is no one wanting to open that possibility? With everything that's gone on, there is no determination that can be made short of hacking into each one of you's computers and actually pulling the shit raw from each one.
You can have my data.
You can have mine too if you want, but I might
kidding.
be able to answer that question.
But one sec. Remember, Sammy Jenkins, $2. God gave Reds a nice voice because of his face from hell.
Are you fucking high?
I might be able to answer that question and address another thing in the chat because Sassa
My
Sandra
voice
made
sounds like Tim Cruise swallowed a kazoo.
I might be able to answer also another thing that Sassy Sandra said, because Sassy makes a good point. Leslie's not a liar. You don't need to lie to manipulate, first
Correct.
off. Manipulation does not require lying. And what I will say is that I watched Leslie's live and I offered to talk to her, and she asked a lot of questions. And those questions were legitimate questions because she does misunderstand the platform that she's working on, which is fine. She's just not, and she says that she's just not that familiar with the platform, or why bringing these emails forward, or why this would matter, or why this. And again, like I said, there are legitimate questions. However, I offered to answer these questions for her. I told her that I can answer these questions, but I can't communicate to you through text while you're live. It's just not gonna be conducive to the conversation. She never contacted me.
Yeah, she's not going to either.
She's not looking for the
She's already made it very clear that she's not going to involve herself in this.
She's not interested in the answers to those questions. Now, and what she did do specifically is that she tried to frame herself in the best light she possibly could. Now, I'm not going to say that she's wrong for doing that, but it's indicative of other issues when it comes to communication. Because if she's asking these questions and asking them publicly and then just leaving them hanging without getting any answers, it's not a good look for whoever she's asking the questions to, which isn't fair.
I know for a fact there's manipulation going on. I don't think it was Leslie, but there was manipulation. Absolutely. I know some of the backstory. Unfortunately, nothing I can do about it. People listen to it, and people get trolled. If people get trolled, I couldn't help them. I couldn't stop them. What are you going to do? I wash my hands.
Can I clear up some confusion that was going on?
Oh, by the way, Leslie had a flat earther trolling her in her IG the other night. She didn't even realize it.
Oh, there we go.
I thought that was funny.
So anyway, a lot of people were asking, what the fuck happened. So let me just give people the lowdown on everything. So I was in Miami chillaxing with my Lamborghini and my Maserati in my mansion like a fucking boss. And I was on Twitter and I saw that it was exploding. So I called Steve McCray and I go, "Yo, Steve, what did you do?" And he goes, "Okay, but you can't get mad at me." I'm like, "What did you do?" And he goes, "Okay, first of all, I was minding my own business." I was like, "Bullshit." And he goes, "I was, okay, all the stuff." I go, "Okay, here's what you gotta do. You gotta kind of, dial it back a bit. You gotta take a chill pill. You gotta take a vacation. Take a vacation." And he goes, "You're blackmailing me, aren't you?" I go, "Yes, I am going to emotionally blackmail you until you take a fucking vacation." Okay. And so he was like, "Okay, well, what's in for me?" I go, "Okay, here's what will happen. Not only will I cup, but I will bring the lotion." And he's like, "The good lotion?" And I go, "The expensive shit."
Yeah.
And
You know what? By the way, I want this a record going into 2020. I have 2 bestie cards to pull with Reds that I can get him to do anything I fucking want, and I have 2 of them. He's done it to me twice.
So basically, the reason why Steve McCray is taking a step back is because I was like, "Yo, cut your shit." And he's go, "Oh, but it's fun." I go, "I know it's fun, but you're going to burn yourself out." And so he was like, "Okay, but what do I get out of it?" So I have agreed to travel to the Calais. I have agreed to bring the good lotion to cup and stroke properly, all in the risk. And guess what? Guess what? As a return for me cupping and stroking and putting it all in the wrist, he has agreed to cut back on the Twitters. And so for that I thank you.
That wasn't the agreement, but okay. I rattled $5. Red's face makes up for his amazing Kungalinga skills. Bonus about that. You don't have really to look at his face. Good point. Good point. And by the way,
hey, look, somebody came to visit.
If you got mad skills with that, a lot of other things don't really matter.
Meow, meow,
yeah.
meow.
I'm
so used to a
I'm
large dog
not
having. I'm so used to having a large dog that having this tiny little puss is adorable.
Pipeline Audio says, "Please tell me Steve stops cozying up to people who are going to stab him in the back within 2 weeks." Yeah. By the way, like I said, my crowd is not the Unirock crowd. My crowd is not the Katie Joy crowd. My crowd is not Leslie's crowd. I don't want any of the crowd. That's never been about any of that. My crowd is you guys, the Great Debate community. You guys are my crowd. I mean, I do this, and I want to do this with you guys. They're not. They can go believe what the hell they want. I'm not going to be
just making sure people realize that the only reason that Steve McCray took a step back was because I emotionally blackmailed him, and I agreed to give him a cup and a stroke with the good lotion.
Well, there was a
so
couple
if you need
reasons
someone, if you need someone to blame me. It's all good because Steve McCray was about ready to go all ham on your asses.
I was going to go nuclear. Yeah, I haven't told people I was going to go nuclear.
So we had to kind of pull it back, be like, no, shh.
And by the way, when I go nuclear, it's going to be after you do probably because you have a story to tell one of these days. It's not my story to tell.
Maybe depends how I feel.
Time. And give it the opportunity for it to be necessary.
Yeah, I think the only thing that happened is I think that people got confused about what's gone on, which is essentially what this hangout is a little bit about. Because and we've said this, I said this actually before.
It's a recap. That's all.
Yeah, and I essentially said this before, like a week ago, I think, that we're essentially done because Katie and Uni have not addressed any of the actual issues that we've presented. What they've done is they've tried to detract from those issues by pointing the finger in the other way with unverified conclusions and not enough evidence to demonstrate that those conclusions are reasonable conclusions to make. And they're going to continue to do that. And we can't stop them from doing that. They're allowed to say whatever we want. We're not going to, false strike people like some others might do. So they're welcome to keep screeching about that. But until they can bring some evidence, we don't really care.
Right. When you have no evidence and you have is narration, all you do is do personal attacks. Because you can't address the actual issues. We've demonstrated enough that they're manipulative liars.
And they have not gone against or brought anything against any of the initial 4 things that we said about Katie. Zero, none.
Nothing,
And now
not
we've
one.
got more on Unirock he's just been adding to by being a petty little bitch.
And I want to make it very clear: Cheshire's probably not going to give up the fight. Other people are not going to give up the fight. More power to you. Again, there is enough people out there where you don't need me any longer on that. I could go do other things. I'm not interested in feeding those people because I'm not going to be the one to bring them down. There will be people better at it than me, I think, or just
but here's the thing
out
with
there
the
that
email.
can do it.
I do want to address the email one more time because I've addressed it before and people just didn't seem to get it the first time. Let me explain. First off, we know that the email is in fact an email. It is not a fake screenshot of an email. It was in fact an email that came in.
Yes.
And that it does in fact have anomalies within it. Those are the two things that we know for sure. What can we draw from that? We can draw about 4 or 5 conclusions. And none of those conclusions are more likely than any of the other conclusions. So that's the problem. We can't justify choosing one conclusion over the other. That's the problem with the email.
Right.
If the email was fake, then it could be fake either because somebody sent Leslie a fake email and tricked her, because Leslie had a friend fake it for her, or because Leslie faked it herself.
Well, she would have had to send it to her. Well, it wasn't.
She would have had to send it to herself from another account. That's let me finish, Steve. The thing is with all 3 of those scenarios, with the 2 pieces of information that we have, none of those 3 things are justifiable even within themselves, let alone the other options that could branch out. For all we know, Uni could have faked that email and sent it to Leslie.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Whoever had to fake it, if it was fake, it came from YouTube content creators. There was another message we've seen with the actual header. So the header is YouTube content creators. Somebody would have spoofed that. That's somebody who knows what they're doing. If it was fake. Yep. So again, I don't believe it was fake, but if it was, somebody sent it to Leslie, convincing her that it was, but they had to know what they were doing. I wouldn't have been capable of that. At the
end of the day, we do not have the information to justify, let alone saying it's fake 100%, or who, let alone who faked it.
Right.
So the end of the day with this email is that we don't have enough information. And if Leslie is not going to provide us with that information, we cannot justify any conclusion over any other conclusion.
That's my position.
That's the issue.
Yeah, that's exactly my position. And that's why I'm washing my hands of it. I cannot do anything more.
Yeah, we're done. There's nothing we can do about it.
Exactly.
Can I respond some?
Yep.
You said you had a mental breakdown. I'd make eye contact with Reds. Blah blah.
Apparently,
anyway,
he said I also had a mental breakdown. I would love to see where that took place.
The fact remains is that Steve had as much of a mental breakdown as I had very deep and personal conversations with Unirock.
Yeah, exactly. There was no emotion. There was no mental breakdown. There's things that bothered me. That again. Behind the scenes stuff, but it wasn't Unirock.
Usually you take a break from, if you're an intelligent person, you take a break from Twitter before you have a mental breakdown.
Yeah, Unirock's inept at everything he does. He nothing he did.
Leslie hasn't done a 180. Leslie is just not giving us the information that we would need to actually justify one conclusion or another, which is her choice. It's her email. She doesn't have to give it to us.
Right, exactly. And so
we've offered to cover it for her. We've offered to do analysis on it for her, and she can either take us up on that offer at some later date or decide not to.
It's too late for me. I'm done with all that. She could if she.
Oh, I've left the door open. If she wants to message me, she can.
So Cheshire's taking over what she already took over before. So I mean, it's like nothing new. Helios $2. To put it simply, they have lost our charity to some degree. Yes, Mr. President's $99 $5. Uni said you had a mental breakdown. You. That's when.
Hey, Kitty.
Yeah. Weird. Again, we've given people the skill sets in the community.
Because you're messaging Unirock, telling him you're not doing very well. That's what we found out. With all the conversation he has with every.
Wait, I messaged. I haven't messaged.
You messaged Uni, yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, because with all of the conversations that Uni has with everybody in the community, in between him actually streaming for 30 seconds.
There's a lot of other people that are continue going after Unirock and Kitty Joy, and they have my full blessing. These are evil people. These are very evil people. I don't think even people would know how evil they really are. But that's again. I have other things to do going forward in 2020. Red's Eye, Chesh, Bullinator, we've got plans, and they're not a part of it.
We tried to help.
Wasn't a good look for you, Steve.
What's
told
that?
you it wasn't a good look. I told you it wasn't a good look for you, Steve.
Ghoul's here.
What isn't a good look?
Ghoul, do you like this new cat? Do you like my
All
puss?
that nonsense.
Oh
man.
yeah, no, it's
Like,
well, but
Ghoul,
here's
do
the
you
thing.
like my puss?
I want
I
look.
do.
You know me, Bull,
Yeah.
and I really had good intentions going in, and throughout the whole
I know
thing.
you did,
And
Steve.
so
I know you did, Steve.
There's nothing. I have no regrets because I want to help people. Even Nick says I get off on it. That's
not saying you.
you know.
Not
so.
saying
If you got
did
off on
or
it, wouldn't it be
anything like
selfish?
that.
Yes,
But
I don't believe
you
in
gotta
altruism.
remember.
Yeah,
You
I
got to
admit that.
remember the types of fans you're dealing with. You're dealing with Katie Joy fans. You're dealing with ex-Katie Joy fans. You're
Yeah.
dealing with
Very emotionally
an
led
unknown
people, yes.
in Leslie's fans, which is all ex-Katie Joy fans for the most part. And then you are dealing with Unirock's fans, which fuck.
5
Who
seasons.
knows
they're
at this
fucking
point?
nuts.
Yeah.
His I
Yeah,
gotta tell you, his crew, they're nuts. They're just straight up evil fucking people.
And
They-
you left that little you left that little door open for the others that we don't talk about, those that shall remain nameless, to find more ammunition, which is just not. I mean, who cares at the end of the day? But they're still running their little narratives in their own echo chambers.
Absolutely, yeah, you totally. And by the way, they can come after me all they want. That's never been an issue. Them making videos about other people, that to me, I want to cut back on.
Well, I would like to point out real quick that as much as this situation essentially has gone to shit due to lack of communication, one, they still haven't addressed a single one of our actual issues. Everything they've been bringing up and everything that they have decided to attack other people for, do not take away from the points that we've already made. Those stand. They're still standing, and they will stand until they're actually addressed. And talking about other shit doesn't address those things.
Yeah. And let me
Secondly,
put this,
conclusions based off of information, faulty conclusions based off of information, because those conclusions cannot be verified between each other, let alone as one standing above any of the other ones, it's just rhetoric at that point. And lastly, there actually has been a good number of people who have come from Katie, who have come from Uni, and who have come from Leslie, who aren't those people that Bull is referring to. The people who are actually interested in learning, the people who are actually interested in knowing what's actually going on, and the people who are interested in learning the tools that we can provide them to deal with these situations within their own lives, whether it's their kids, whether it's their workplace, whether it's their interrelationships, or whether it's self-reflection. And because I've gotten those messages as well. We don't always just get complete shit messages. I mean, we do get those, but they're not the only ones we get.
Oh, but I get a lot. I have.
Hang on. Speaking of shit, I need to go take one. So I'm gonna bow out here. So peace out, guys.
Thanks.
And I would like to point out real quick that we have actually gotten a there's as much as we've gone over these things, and as much as we've gotten feedback one way or the other about the topic itself, the topic isn't necessarily what's important, it's what we can learn from that topic.
Right.
And also, I would like to point out that I may or may not have left 2 or 3 traps along the way that may or may not have people falling into them. Currently, I don't know what you're talking about.
Cheshire's a trap. Urado says for $5.
So keep those in mind. So when those traps show up, because they will, people will bring those up.
Absolutely.
When those traps shows up, this is practice for you guys. I set those things so you guys can recognize those 5 C's and figure out what's going on and how to approach the situation. It's all a lesson in life.
She's a goblin. It's nice to see other people drinking on the afternoon. Doesn't make me feel so bad.
Hey.
I hear you. Okay, so to put a pin on a few things, yeah, somebody had said, I missed the comment, but about the emails. Yeah, I believe they're real. I do. Can I show that they are? No. Is there always going to be ambiguity on it? Yes. I didn't do anything with them. I never saw them. I never faked them.
Screenshots.
Yeah. So anybody thinks I faked them, they can fuck off. It's just not going to defend myself on that.
Katie made those screenshots irrelevant with the way she's handled the dead child. Last week or the week before?
Well, people using deaths as a weapon. I got to tell you, there's been 4 or 5 people. Hang on, there's been about 4 or 5 people using deaths as a weapon. Those people, and by the way, there's some people using that I wouldn't have expected to. That's never okay. If you see somebody using a death as a weapon, that is not a morally upstanding person. And so we don't do that. But I will leave this. I might have had a lead on person X, the person that Katie Jo was talking to in those emails where she was talking, about good, and maybe they'll leave me alone. I might have had a very good lead on who person X is. I've turned it over to other people. I'm done. I said I was going to try. Kept my promise. That's the best I can get. I got a brick wall, but there's a lead.
Yeah.
Lead
Well,
is
at
given
this
to other
point,
people.
yeah, at this point, well, I may or may not be able to get in contact with person M, which months down
Which
the
is
line,
not Kim, by the way. Anybody thinks M
which
is
isn't
Kim is they're an
Kim, yeah.
idiot.
Which might be able to lead me to person X eventually, but it'll be like months down the line before I'll be able to garner that trust and and be able to get that information. And that's just a possibility. So I can't promise anything from that.
Yeah.
But what I can
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
But what I can say is that uni made this incredibly impossible to get incredibly difficult to get this information and to get this person to talk to us actively. So even when we explained to him before he went off the rails that no, this is going to make shit difficult for us, and then Leslie's behavior also has made this difficult in her lack of understanding, which she has admitted to, which is fine. Again, I'm not trying to shit on Leslie, but she doesn't understand the gravity of how the internet works.
I couldn't agree with you more there. Real quick, Tina had said though, you should also point out that using someone's mental health.
Because Katie enough isn't a problem.
Using somebody's mental health as a weapon is also unacceptable. It's nothing but bullying. Yes. And by the way, Dead Kennedy, anybody who uses his mental health status as a weapon, you're a piece of shit. Straight up. I mean, you're garbage. And this is one of the things we have to recognize going forward. There will always be piece of shits out there, but I can't fight every battle, and I'm not going to even try any longer.
Yeah, no, we can't. Well, I mean, we did have. I did make a little bit of a funny tweet where people were saying that Uni's got better things to do. He's not going to talk about you guys day and night. Blah 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 blah. And I was just like, oh yeah, because I took a screenshot from his recent Twitter saying what he was going live about. How about you address the shit that you've said about AT2 Productions? How about you say about the shit you've been saying about Dead Kennedy and the claims you made about the shills?
He's a coward.
How about the shit that you were saying about the Geek Room? Yeah. Oh no, you're going to talk about fidget spinners? That's going to break the bank.
Yeah, he's a coward. But that's why I'm saying we're going to be bigger and better next year, and there's no sense to give him crumbs, right? I mean, you want to be my guest. I don't need to give him crumbs. Moon says for $2, you're struck with me now. I love that, actually.
You missed one for $5.
Oh, I missed one for $5. Going back. Mel, $5. Good for you, Steve, for moving on and letting go. The new year will bring much happier, exciting, and drama-free times, hopefully. No, there'll always be drama. It just won't be this drama. Macabre, $5. Trap Cheshire. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you get... Oh, yeah, no, we got that
by the way... Go ahead.
This New Year's going to be fucking hilarious. The thing is that there's always drama. There's always gonna be drama, but with hitting up with non sequitur, hitting up with fucking rocket launches this year. AT2's working on his what is it, the
veterans.
It's a nonprofit though, right?
Yeah,
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, the full nonprofit.
We got that going, so we're gonna be able to push that one further. Like, Katie's gonna win Dumb Fuck of the Year.
Yeah. Sweet. So let's give it a week before Steve talks about Katie again.
Way.
Well, hang on. It is Dumb Fuck of the Year, but yeah, I mean, I have to make an exception, obviously, for Dumb Fuck of the Year. When I say I'm done and I don't want to deal with any of this bullshit with them, means that I'm not going to bother sticking my neck out to go after them when other people can do it. There are other people that would be the vanguard. There are other people that can
that doesn't mean you're not going to comment on shit. It just
I still comment every so often. It's just that I'm not going to give them the crumbs. Because they're running my coattails in some ways, because my name is, I guess, will draw on views, and who needs that? Let them go after people like that are not that big YouTubers yet. Maybe they'll get them some popularity, and I'm fine with that. There's some great YouTubers that have coming up that have great videos on all this. If you want to go check out Unveiling the Mask of Katie Joyce, go check out her channel. Sassy Sandra, $2. Hey, I said you were stuck with me first. You were my friend first.
You know the argument that there's nothing that will make an atheist faster than reading the Bible. the response is there's nothing that will convince someone that Katie is more full of shit than watching Katie.
Right, exactly. They don't need
It's like, I was legitimately
Don't need
going
me.
through her older videos to be like, okay, let's actually see what she's been saying about some of this garbage. And all of my notes turned into Katie contradicting Katie. That's all they were.
Mel says, "Who won Dove Fuck of the Year?" That's not till next the December. I don't know, first week of
6th.
December, the 6th,
7th.
7th.
6th or 7th, one of those days.
Whenever we do it.
Little Miss Betty
it'll be
Page,
around
$2. I'm excited for things to come. Love you both. Thank you. And by the way, like I said, this is our group. This is the people that I talk to. This is people that we will be a community of. We're not here for the Katie Joy crowd. We're not here for the Leslie Bass crowd. We're not here for the Unirock crowd. They're not our community, or at least not my community.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Well,
mean
I'm
people
still
can't be
gonna
a part of
finish.
theirs. It's just that I don't cater to those people. If they want to talk shit about me, they're allowed to. I don't give a shit about that. Criticize the fuck out of me. Do your videos. But I think there's going to be other people out there that watch Katie's stuff that I don't. They'll be better at taking her out than I will be, because I don't watch Katie's stuff.
There's also like still planning on doing my wrap-up video for the year of what Katie's been up to this year, on at least on YouTube, between the Tatty situation, the Amber Portwood situation. I was actually recording it yesterday. That was one of the reasons why I was on and off on Twitter. I'm not ignoring you, Brainy. I'm sorry I was live. And no, I'm not mad at you. I love you, Brainy.
Ash Scott says again, leaving the discussion will be seen as a sign of defeat by these nut jobs. But again, critical thinking, right? If that's the narrative they want to run, then you can argue against them. They're running narrative, right? As long as you can handle them thinking they won, you can leave. If not, you're doomed to be stuck in the conversation. Oh, I don't give a shit what they think. That's how little I care.
Well, that there is something to be said for how do you respond to narrative once you can recognize it, and I think that is something that we should do an episode on. Like, because we've told people how to recognize narrative, but we haven't actually told them how to deal with it.
Yeah. Team Skeptic says, so the narrative, those mistakes are proof that fake is wrong. No, there's anomalies there, but they can't be determined to be fake or real. There's no definitive way to make an assertion either way. There's just not. It never will be.
Yeah. Sorry, team, I actually went through this like 10 minutes before you got here. Do I have a Discord? I do have a Discord, but it's not terribly active. It's mostly Dungeons and Dragons stuff, if you're interested.
But I can tell you this: why the hell?
Can't hear me.
Why would the hell would I have one of the emails if I faked
Bull
anything?
was muted.
I was double muted. I muted myself, and it was muted in here.
But think about that critically, real quick. Why the hell would I have been trying to get the emails sent to me or anybody else if I faked it? That's just stupid. I mean, that's just bad. That's not even sensible. That's not sensible narrative.
Well, I've demonstrated about 3 times that there's no possible way that Steve is the one controlling this situation, or the one who frauded anything up to this point. Like it is demonstrated and proven that Steve is not the person who faked anything, if anything was fake. I think I've demonstrated that 3 or 4 times.
I literally decided to do this on a whim in a live stream, IG, and 15 minutes later we were live. There was no collusion. Nothing was set up. Leslie didn't know anything about it. And I honestly thought it was a good deed because I didn't want Katie Joy getting away with mass flagging people. That was the intent. That was my good intent, not regretting it. And if anything happened, whether people want to fucking be pissed off, if people want to run narrative, or people want to promote their channels for views by trying to slam me for some fake shit, you know what? 6 kids got Christmas presents, so fuck off. That's
best thing to do with the narrative.
So yeah,
best thing to do with the narrative is walk away from it, because it's
right. Yeah,
they're trying to control the direction. They're trying to control the direction of a conversation, and they're not going to let you take it any other direction than what they want. Well, so it's not worth your time at that point.
Oh, I agree with you, but Bull, haven't we given people the tools to recognize this type of narrative? And I know that they have, because my numbers have been quite steady, and I have had more positive emails than I've ever had. I have negative on Facebook, not from people that I know, though. That's the funniest thing. I have literally people that have now, how it turns into a Facebook user when you delete your account, right? I have a ton of Facebook users that's not that says comes up, deactivated or cannot be validated, or some of them have gone through and they're visceral. So I know that I was not the only one getting harassed by people, by Katie Joy's and Unirock's bullies. I know that's what they do. They sit in Discord and say, let's go after these people. They target them. I have no doubt in my mind. Leslie was targeted. I was targeted. Other people have been targeted. That's not. This happens because you're on the YouTube, right? This happens because you're out there. We know this. But like you said, you can't let them put you on the defensive all the time because that's their game plan. Put you on the defensive. Going to 2020, they can say what the hell they want. Enough people can notice this stuff happening because it's happened to them as well. Yeah. So is that where we're at? Is that our happy meeting for the Great Debate Community? By the way, if you actually want to be in the discussions for the Great Debate Community, the link is in the video description. We're on Facebook now. It's got about 668 members. Not that big, but that's good. I don't want it to be like huge. I want it to be.
Steve made a Oh my god! Steve made a Discord for the GDC, and it is the worst maintained piece of crap I have ever seen.
Wait a minute, narrative here. I did not make that Discord. Ocean Keltoy did all that.
Whatever is trash.
Blame Ocean. He did all that. I didn't have anything on that.
Blame Ocean.
Flower Power says, no asking, Steve. Did you say you don't trust Leslie? I don't have confidence to rely on Leslie. Yeah.
So that's actually one of the things that we wanted
not
to
mean she's not honest. I think she's honest. I think she's just not reliable. That's the difference.
Here's the thing is that there's different kinds of trust, and we are actually planning on talking about that at a later date, either this Monday or next Monday, depending on what we decide to do. But the thing is that you can trust someone as an honest person, but they can still not be reliable. Therefore, you do not trust them to be reliable. I can have full confidence. I have full confidence in people in Unirock. I trust Unirock entirely, but I trust Unirock to be Unirock. I trust him to do these things. That's why I am better at this.
You trust him to lie and manipulate and be a piece of crap.
Exactly. Yeah. I trust that these are the things that he's.
Well, I mean, anybody could tell you. Anybody that is my friends. If I tell you that I'm going to do something, I damn well do it. I follow through, and if I can't, then I'm apologetic as shit. But there's not a person out there that cannot say that I do not keep my promises and my word. I do. If you think that I've ever not, you let me know. Because I sure the hell try. And that's the difference between me and them.
Well, there are different kinds of trust. There is one thing like, okay, so you can trust Steve to say that I trust Steve and that if I send him a DM, that DM is not going to leak. You can trust Boole to be like, Boole is going to be honest to a fault. You can trust me in that if you send me a DM, you can't trust me.
Yeah. I mean, Boole and Nader, I don't know. He would be. The difference is, Boole and I both are very honest people. We don't lie. The difference is he's incapable of lying. I could lie if I wanted to. I don't think Boole has that. I don't think his brain will allow him to. He'll probably like go into some kind of like weird coma or something. It's like shutdown mode.
Well, I have lied in the past, but that was more to myself than anybody else.
We all do that, I think, sometimes.
I'm kind of done with that bullshit too, because that's not good for your mental health at all.
Well, like,
so I quit doing that.
Like dealing with certain people that we've extricated from our lives, trying to think that they were decent people rather than want us to recognize the fact that they weren't. That's us lying to ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see here.
There are people on Twitter being like, everybody shut down their... Okay, so Steve went to private and people started freaking out saying that Steve and I keep getting lumped in with Steve a lot.
I know. Weird.
So people are like, oh, they all shut down their accounts. And my response was, hi? What?
He's like waving. Yeah, Chess is not done with any of this stuff, and I didn't ask her to be. I've said to people, look, you're better off blocking, but you do you. Chess wouldn't listen to me anyways if I told her. And by the way, Red,
better at this than you are.
Real quick, sure, but even still, Reds didn't ask me to. I mean, he did ask me to stop, but his solution was, I'm not going to follow you. But I did,
That was a separate solution. There's a difference between a solution for you and a solution for himself. The solution for himself was to get this off of his timeline for him.
Yeah. Well,
and then the solution for you was, dude, make sure that what you're doing going forward is going to be the right decision. And to do that, I think you need to take a step back and reassess what's going on.
Right, exactly. And by the way, Lamb Up sums up perfect. Steve can't win. You're right. I can't with some people, and I'm not going to bother trying. I have tried with a lot of people to really help them understand what's been going on with trolls. They won't listen to me. It's okay. You know what? There's always going to be lost friends. There's always going to be collateral damage. I can't do everything. I'm not even going to bother trying any longer. The people want to stick around, great. The ones that don't, God be with you.
There's wisdom in the phrase "pick your battles."
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the thing is that this battle has essentially already been addressed and already been dealt with. The only thing that Katie and Uni have over and over and over again are claims that they cannot verify with any kind of evidence. And in fact, they chased the only evidence they could get to verify those claims off the platform and away from actually giving that information out. So we're in a situation where we have claims that we have verified, that we have demonstrated to, like, completely, like we have demonstrated that Katie lies, we have demonstrated that Uni lies, we have demonstrated that whatever the other 4 options I had were for what we were actually the sexual harassment and VA fraud shit, all of that has been shown, it's been addressed, and they have not brought a single piece against it.
Don't forget
the shit that they're claiming they have no evidence for. They have some anomalies in an email, which is not good enough to verify the claim or the conclusion that they've made with it.
Yeah, don't forget also the whole doxing and transphobic and all that crap too. All that's going.
God,
Yeah. So, but real quick, okay. First of all, let's get some likes on here because trolls. Not that it matters.
Don't forget to like and share the video.
Steven Steen, $2. Have fun at your Texas furry camp, Steve. This could be really fun.
I love Steven Steen. That dude's hilarious.
Yeah, he finally added me on Facebook. I thought I was already added. He just added me like literally I think today. Hey, what's up, Fango?
Hey,
What's up, guys?
You're not very elusive. You're not. You know what? For a guy that's supposed to go be elusive, you're not difficult to find. You know that, right?
It's a play on words, sir. It's because I'm the elusive Manuel, but I'm not that elusive.
It's okay. He's a boomer. He doesn't get it.
Okay,
by the
boomer?
way, Sandra says this is all she's done ever since Steve live, and she's telling lies about me and that Tina Connor, aka Country Girl. She's insane. Will not stop. I'm done with that chick putting more light. Well, yeah, this I'm saying. Look, there's going to be people like Country Girl. There's people like Vader Girl. These people are just fucking nutters, okay? Brittany, that nutter.
Country Girl is a nutter.
Yeah.
Dude, that Country Girl showed up right before He Who Will Not Be Named showed up. And I pay attention to this shit. I tell you what. And I was just like, who the hell is this lady? And why is she coming in here saying a bunch of nonsense? And then I'm like, oh, wow. She's not saying nonsense. It was a plan.
But busted.
Busted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can only fight against these people, these idiocies so much. Let other people take up the sword for a while because they're recognizing it. Sassy Sandra, she knows these people are freaking like that. What are you gonna do?
Sandra is actually one of the more interesting people that I think that we've managed to talk to in this situation, because she came from a place where the people that we were dealing with were so hard against her, but we brought her in and we're like, tell us what you have to say. And yet, and so here she is, because she actually got to say what she
they were
like
trying to demonize the shit out of her.
Oh my God, it was pretty hard.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I stand up for underdogs, always have. And I gave her the benefit of the doubt, and I tried to stand up for her, and I found out that her shit was just...
Pisces.
Amzi says, I come in peace, and to be fair, Steve's a Gen Xer. Amzi, here's the thing. Since it is the new year, and I haven't blocked you, I'm not going to. You do you. I'm gonna see what happens. I can't say that I trust you.
The thing is that even if you disagree with somebody, or even if you don't agree with someone's behavior in the past, it's not a reason to necessarily be cruel to them or block them.
I think Amzi got played. I really do. I think Amzi got played by trolls. I think she got played by Brittany. And
there's also something to be said for, though, with that, and I'm fine to grant that. I am totally fine to grant that Amcy got played. I'm totally fine to grant that she flew off the handle because of information that she was given by other people. However, you should trust people to be themselves. That's the risk with Amcy. If you're easily manipulated, and there are people who are easily manipulated, then you run a risk in interacting with them this way or that way, because they're going to react to the information they're getting.
Yeah, I look at anti-ordinary.
And that's not a bad thing. That is just
same thing.
Of an overarching, not just her.
Anti-ordinary is very mercurial and very capricious. She'll turn on people in a dime. I noticed this. I've known this for quite some time. I forgave her a few times. Not going to again. It's just not worth having around. And she's, by the way, she's full Unirock crew. whatever.
Demi is the kind of person who needs to learn for themselves.
Yeah. And by the way, I helped her with the DMCA just not long ago. Like literally, she had a strike, and I helped her with it. And she, then she comes at me, which I didn't watch her video.
She is the kind of person.
So I don't need friends like that.
Demi is the kind of person who needs to learn for themselves. They're not going to necessarily listen to a warning. They're not going to necessarily listen to one thing or the other. And she also has a very specific way of going about things. Now, she's not necessarily always the most clear that she is doing something when she decides that she's going to do this, but that's a different issue. I don't want to say needs. She tends to do better if she just decides to, you know what, I'm getting information from these people. I'm going to talk to these people. She's going to talk to those people, and she's going to learn what those people are like by dealing with them. She's not going to learn by listening to us ahead of time.
She's not.
And that's up to her. And if she learns that, and if she decides she wants to, like, we're not going to shit on her if she decides.
I'm a one and done kind of guy.
If she figures it out.
Let me see what I mean by that after I read this. Helios, $5. Serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah, we should all be saying that every so often. But here, I'm a one and done guy. If a person fucks up royally, and they, for example, they're all pro.
Well, that's not true. You're definitely more than one.
I'll give sometimes twice.
At least two.
Look, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
But that's it. Look, we all could change our mind. We all could realize we made a mistake. We all have trusted the wrong people. All of us have. Bullinator, AT, and Reds especially. We know what it's like to trust the wrong people firsthand. If any of those people that would ever say, "Hey, we really messed up, and we want to make amends," I'm not going to accept it ever.
Tom, and Debbie wasn't even on Twitter when this happened.
But let's see here. So let's see here. Let me go through here. I just had to read the super chat. Hey, Kitty the Atheist, are you okay? By the way, Kitty had a scare the other day. She had a spider bite that could have been a brown recluse or something like that. So hope you're okay. She said she was, but we were kind of concerned about that. Let's see here. But
we do have to play whack-a-mole every so often.
Yeah, but we try to accept people. We really do. We're very forgiving, more than people realize. This is why, we want to give people the benefit of the doubt. We want to give people charity.
It's not like we've ostracized Demi. Demi decided that she wanted to go this way and follow this trail of information, which we're not going to stop her from doing. We might say, hey, that path is dangerous.
Yeah.
But she decides to go down it anyway. That does not mean at the end of her road that she won't come out of that. Now, maybe she will, maybe she won't. That's entirely up to her. But it doesn't mean that if she comes out of it, we're going to be like, fuck you. No, we're going to be like, told you so.
And fuck you. No, I'm not ever taking her back as a friend.
It's not about taking her back. It's about treating her poorly for no reason. Just because she decided to take a route that we either A, don't agree with, or B, are warning her against, doesn't mean that if and when she ever gets out of that situation that we will treat her poorly. What we'll do is we'll say, yeah, nope, that's what happened. That's exactly what we expected. And then just leave her alone.
I'm not going to treat her at all. Yeah. She's not welcome around anything. And she's going to become full McCrazy, just like Unirock became a McCrazy, and let them. I like to keep all them together. I really do. It's so much easier to know what we're dealing with.
How does it feel to lose to Unirock?
I could ask you the same question.
I know. Actually, I got a video that I was watching last night, and it's probably one of the most banger Unirock videos that he didn't want you to see. But it's a walk back down his big expose on QAnon when he was supposed to interview the original QAnon and a bunch of other stuff. Just a bunch of stuff that he said was going to happen on his channel that just never happened.
Shocking.
Oh, wait, like another video he said he was going to do months ago that I have yet to see any inkling of, other than an admission that they have nothing.
Well, you mean like their response to actually addressing the claims that they've made about me and the shills?
I'm happy if you can, Jared. Let me tell you, I'm happy you picked up the mantle. I'm happy you've continued fighting the good fight. Cheshire as well. The shills might be, involved. God bless and go with God.
The shills are like, as the shills, hell no, because they're a group and they can't be getting into individuals drama. But
Oh, but there is some individual drama with Dead Kennedy. Again,
Yes.
that
Well,
that that was
and that's the thing. On an individual basis, the
That's a
people who
different-
make up the shills, there is that potential where there will be commentary, but it will be from themselves
Which is
individually, not
Not
as a
the
group.
shills.
The group
And the
Uni
skills
burned
will
that
defend
bridge.
each other too. The
Yeah.
skills
Yes.
will defend each other too, and also like, but on the actual show, we don't want the drama on the show at
Yeah.
all.
well, and the same
I
thing when
can
we get
say
to
that now because I'm a
look
show.
when we get non sequitur going again. You know, Dave has his own channel. Chess has her own channel. I will never tell them what they can or cannot have on their platform. Right? They weren't it with me either. And so but we have as a collective, because it's going to be the three of us. We will decide what goes on a sequitur. Nobody else will. That's our call. Right?
as it
Yeah, there's going to be a difference between whatever drama I end up getting into, which is apparently none because nobody takes.
People
nobody
scare
cares
the
about-
shit out of you. They don't want to tangle with you.
So whatever drama I may or may not get into, then there's going to be whatever drama Bool gets into because Bool's going to get into drama, and then whatever Steve's going to get into because Steve's the one who's going to.
Oh
be
yeah,
getting
I'm always gonna get. Look, I'm not gonna. I can't run away from everything because it's always gonna follow me. I deal with that. I don't care about that. But like you said, you got to pick your battles, and there's other people better that actually watch these things that can go after them. Right? I
Yeah,
don't
but
watch
there's
their
also
stuff
a
any
difference
longer.
between non sequitur and each of us as individuals.
Yeah.
Non sequitur itself is an idea. It's a representation. It's not. It can't get into drama. It's like Batman.
I thought Batman was drama all the time, man.
No, Bruce Wayne is
Batman.
Bruce Wayne is
By
drama.
the way, I caught up Defango to it's what is it? Crisis Earth Part 3. I caught up to
Oh,
it.
dude, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
It's good.
That
I
whole
liked
thing's
it.
good.
oh,
all good.
apparently
You
you missed
know,
A little hard to follow, but
It's a little hard to follow, but I mean, I sat and watched all of the different episodes, like lined them all together on my
Yeah.
thing. So now it's like I got it.
I like the fact they added. You know, we might do this by this. We might actually talk about shows. We'll do like Unirock. We'll do like a TV show thing, but not like T Mom. Don't want any of that crowd. No offense, T Mom, but like shows like WC, the CW's like Arrow and all that. That'd be cool. But I was just saying,
God.
I like the fact they added Lucifer to it, but you could
Sounds
tell
good.
Lucifer was not in the same room with Constantine and the rest of the actors. That was shot. Looked like it was completely shot. You know, differently. They shot like the one scene first, and they added Lucifer in afterwards because you never saw them actually
good
talking together.
actors.
Yeah, that was kind of cheesy.
It was, but
Lucifer
it was
is one of my favorite shows of all time.
such a good cast.
Steve loves Lucifer. You heard it,
Hey, that show
We all love
actually
Lucifer.
right?
the first couple episodes, the first couple seasons of the show Lucifer were fucking awesome. Then it
They were, yeah.
kind of went off the rails a bit there
I
at the end.
disagree. I've liked it. I liked it all. I don't think it ever jumped the
I
shark.
still enjoy. I never said it jumped the shark. I said it started to go off the rails.
That's how I watched Supernatural. I watched the first 5 seasons of Supernatural, and then I was like, "No, I'm happy with that," and then I just left it alone.
I mean, how could you not like Maze? I mean, damn.
I mean, I'm
She's
also the
hot
kind
and
of
she knows
person
how to
who
wield
actually-
knives.
I'm
That's
not the
awesome.
biggest fan of Felicia Day, and people hate me for that.
I love
shit.
Felicia Day. When she died on spoilers. When she died on Supernatural.
That's not a spoiler. Everybody dies on Supernatural.
Yeah, they all come
Ooh.
back too, like she did. Well, she was somebody else, but she was.
You're coming back as a spoiler.
Look,
No,
here's
it's
the
not.
thing.
I was so pissed.
When you have magic or supernatural or alternate worlds, no one ever dies.
I was so pissed off that it cancelled John Constantine. That was brilliant.
I
that.
love that
Oh,
show.
Matt Rife.
It was
Oh my
really
God.
good.
Constantine was a pretty good one.
Constantine was a damn good show. So we might do that. We'll add that to our thing on going forward. And
I wanted to ask
we'll do,
you.
We'll do tea time
Steve.
with those kind of shows I like. You know.
Real quick, I have to read this one out because I do agree with it. From Hawkskull UK, Lucifer is just Tom Ellis being very pretty and very, very sarcastic at Americans.
You
I
say that
love
like
that.
it's a problem. That's the best part.
All right, so let me ask the audience here. Do you guys want us to maybe every so often do a Showtime thing, recapping those types of shows and talking about them? Because I watch them. I mean, legit watch them. Fringe was
I'll be
good.
down
Yeah,
with
Fringe
that.
was pretty good. Mr.
Yeah,
Mr. President,
Fringe.
$2. Fringe was good. I kind of lost it toward the
Which
don't know.
one? I have a question.
Friends first season
Because
was
we
good.
need to go to Fango because he's been trying to ask Steve a question.
sorry,
but I also
Defengo.
have a question. And my question is that what was Fringe the one that has the Charlie from Mighty Ducks in it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure though. Defango, take
Sorry,
it away.
Defengo's been marginalized by
just-
Uni. He doesn't get a say.
No, it's all good, man. I'm a
What's up?
newcomer here. I was just like watching some bullshit because people always tweet me shit about the drama, and I was all like, that Leslie girl posted a video, so like I was watching it, just kind of listening in, doing a little remote view. That's what we call it around here, remote view. And it just seemed kind of weird because she was actually sounded like she was pretty supportive of you, but like pissed off at everyone else in this particular thing. And I don't know, it sounds like somebody got doxxed, somebody's bankruptcy or financial record. So it sounds like that Katie Joy girl.
All I know is that this is, I am convinced, I would even say that I would say this is actually a knowledge claim. I know there were trolls that tried to play Leslie. That I know for a fact. I've watched it happen, so I can call it a knowledge claim.
Yeah, we watched it happen live too.
Yeah, I watched it happen live. So I mean,
Nice.
I know that there was, as Cheshire rightly points out, Leslie didn't sign up for any of this stuff. She doesn't know the internet very well. She doesn't know the landscape or the terrain, and that's unfortunate. But we do. But she didn't want to take our advice, and she didn't want to listen to us. You can't do anything else about it. But yes, I think there were. I know there were trolls involved. Absolutely no.
Oh yeah.
So I do have a question for you, Defango.
What's up, dude?
Does the little one still have the puppy breath?
Oh yeah, she still got the
okay.
puppy breath. I would have been on here earlier, but I went to the vet. I was getting her shots, and all the ladies at the place, they're like, all right, you have lunchbox, and they're all looking for this huge dog, and I like pull her out of my pocket, and they're just all like, oh.
By the way, I'm not trying to scare you, but people have died from puppy saliva.
I know they have.
Right?
But
Weird.
Giardios, no.
But you know what? I've had so many puppies. I've had so many chihuahuas, and they,
That's not a dog.
Chihuahua's totally a dog. Look at her.
You should
Well,
do the
no,
She's
no,
totally a dog.
they're just oversized rats.
I always tell Dex. I always
love
tell
chihuahuas.
Dexter to leave the dryer lint alone when we see a chihuahua.
Supernatural. Yeah, I watch Supernatural. So you know what? We'll probably do that too. We'll go back to having our, movie. We'll talk about movies. We'll talk about books. I like that kind of stuff. I enjoy that kind of stuff. I do.
Steve, we missed Brits. Just Brits super chat.
Oh.
Go find it.
Sorry. Just Brit. No, I didn't see any super. This one was. Did I miss one? How far back? Am I
Yeah.
going here?
Oh
She wants
yeah,
to be my
it's
best
gonna be.
friend.
Yeah,
All right, I have to go into my YouTube thing. Then it's too far back.
Yep.
Sorry.
I know what it said. It said that she still wanted to be my best friend, and we're working on it.
All right. I won't miss any more. But thank you, Britt.
Takes time.
I don't think Chesh has besties. She has people she doesn't want to kill. Yeah.
We're not
Don't forget to
supposed
like and
share
share the
that
video.
info.
It's like I don't really like you, but I don't hate you. That's like the best you're gonna get.
Who doesn't love Dean on Supernatural? Good question. Everybody loves Dean. Anybody who says they don't like Dean is wrong.
Really?
See, and what really endears me more are the outtakes.
They're
Oh
funny.
my god, the whole thing where he's lip syncing "I Am a Tiger."
Out of the car, yes.
I am more a Castiel guy. I like Castiel.
See,
Um,
me and
and
AT2 were
Sam.
on the same. Me and AT2 were on the same page because we both have the same man crush.
Hey, we have the agreement. If it happens, we're sharing.
If it happens, it's a three-way.
AT, you go that way?
For
certain.
Dean,
For Dean. Yeah, there's always the exceptions, right?
yes.
For Dean, no. Oh no. No.
That poor boy. That poor sweet boy.
No, I Supernatural. I'm glad it's going to end though. I think it's run its course.
Yeah, it's one of the few shows that I've seen that is actually trying to wrap it up as succinctly and properly as possible because they realize that they need to do it a certain way for the fan base.
Yes.
They can't do what the
Do you
D&D
know-
guys with Game of Thrones. No, fuck
Do you
that.
know who my favorite actor on Supernatural actually is though?
The guy who plays, I'm gonna guess, it's the guy who plays Gabriel because he's fucking awesome.
No, I like him though. Gabriel is hilarious. When he first came out, when Gabriel was like Loki, remember that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God, was that brilliant? And by the way, the best episode that I thought was the one. It was called French something or other, where they basically go to an alternate timeline where they are filming the show.
Yes.
Love that one.
Okay. Yep.
No,
Yep.
my favorite actor is Crowley, Mark Shepard.
Oh yeah, no.
Mark Shepard is brilliant.
Wait,
He's been in
wait,
so many shows.
I was gonna say, what, the actor that you can tell how you are in a fandom when you recognize them from what other show first?
Yeah, I mean, he was on Leverage. He was on Firefly. He was on.
Oh, I forgot he was in Firefly.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah, Badger.
Battlestar Galactica,
Yeah.
right?
I didn't watch Galactica.
And what's her name from Battlestar Galactica? I think it's on Supernatural too. What was her name? Wasn't she on Supernatural? I think she was too. Was it? No. She's on Lucifer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's on
She was the mother lawyer on Lucifer.
Yeah. The mother, the mother of all creation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crowley's
I think-
awesome. Crowley was my favorite character of all time.
I think one of the best characters in Lucifer has got to be the therapist. That
Oh,
bitch-
yeah. Well, wait.
she's amazing.
Her?
I love the therapist.
Oh, when
I
she
love
found out
her
that
to
Lucifer,
bits.
again, spoilers, when she found out Lucifer's true nature.
Where she
Oh,
actually found out that he was telling the truth the whole time.
Well, and so here's a counter for enjoyable characters to watch. Was it her or Amenadiel?
Both.
And the and the
Amanda
interaction.
Deal's great.
Amenadiel was good.
I
Yeah, but
never watched
the thing I don't like about
Firefly.
Amenadiel is like you just want to bitch slap him sometimes.
I'm sorry.
You
Who
know?
the hell said they just never watched Firefly?
But they watch Serenity. Sorry, Serenity
Nope.
is a much more enjoyable movie when you have watched the lone season. Sadly, yes, there's only one season of Firefly. Fuck you, Fox.
Here's the thing: I watched Serenity before I watched Firefly, and
So did I actually.
and I
because
love
was
the
working
movie.
at Blockbuster when
I was like,
Serenity
this is
came
going to be
out.
one of my all-time favorite movies, and it probably is my all-time favorite movie. And then I watched Firefly, and I was like, Fox, you suck.
but
That was one
again,
of the best series of all time.
admit it though. When you went back and watched the movie Serenity after
It
watching
made a
the
lot more
series,
sense.
lot more.
Yeah.
But I still
I
love
would
the
like
movie. I
to
love the
point
movie
out-
anyways. Even though I was like, this is really confusing, and I want to dive into it. I want to find out more about it. So I watched Firefly and was like, oh my God, this was even better. I'm actually glad
would
that I
like to
watched it
point out-
first.
And I apologize for not watching Battlestar Galactica. I was busy watching Stargate and Andromeda. And Lex, actually.
I
at
watched
the
Lex.
time.
I watched Andromeda. Yeah. Yeah,
I
conspiracy
actually didn't
cats.
see Firefly until way later.
Wow,
got a wild
conspiracy
cat in the
cats comes
audience.
around. What are you slumming? You must be like bored
Dude,
today,
I'm slumming
cats.
over here. Do you hear this?
Yeah, slumming.
I didn't know I was slumming, bro. I thought I was slumming all before. I thought I was actually stepping up.
You
I
got a
guess I
bigger
was
channel than
wrong.
I. Well, non sequitur is bigger than your channel, but your channel's bigger than this channel, so it's like.
Dude, my channel is a piece of crap.
Oh.
It's a piece of crap. It used to be good back in the day.
Have you seen my channel?
Well, why don't you do some tea spilling on it? Why don't you like watch Days of Our Lives or something and tea spill on it?
I mean, I used to watch like Dragon Ball Z and all the different TV shows until YouTube told me to cut that shit out. Because it used to just like play the video and then I would do the stream for like 8 hours. And then right after I got done with the stream, I would just delete it. And that way you never get a copyright strike ever. Because the way that
and then they
YouTube
started
works.
doing it live, yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, the live stuff only works with the content ID that they have associated to their system. So it's videos and stuff that are uploaded to YouTube or this little network database that they have. If you have stuff that comes from off of that, like you can play a whole TV show as long as it's not from YouTube or like Amazon or Netflix, it will let you play the whole thing, and it can't really content ID it until after the video is done and it's processed.
Yeah. Sassy Stander says, I'm just so thankful for not only having me on, but for having my back and defend and for Defa for finally seeing what I had been said from the start, that Britt S was a liar. She's KJ's sidekick. Yeah, and by the way, we noticed this. We're not idiots. I mean, look, straight up Brittany lied. There was no question about that. She did kick me out of that without a freaking clue group. She kicked me out. We have the screenshot, her admin, and she admitted to it. She's like, yeah, I did. And then she goes on to say, I'm not a liar. You know, She's a liar. I mean,
Well, the thing is that she goes. It wasn't necessarily that she went on to go say I was a liar. She went on to say that, oh well, I said I was sorry for kicking him from the group. I don't know what everybody's still mad about. And it's like, nobody cared that you kicked him from the group. It's that you lied about kicking him from the group.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
And then she goes, and then she's going around saying, "But I'm not a liar." Yeah, she is. I mean, like, she's a liar, straight up. And I gave her a chance too. I was like, "Look,
Oh, guys,
I know that you
here,
kicked me out. I have the
apparently
admin
I'm part
record."
of the SJW crowd.
Yeah, when you have the admin record, evidence, actual evidence that you cannot fake, then that's a problem.
And actually, Chesh, it's funny you mentioned that, how now you're apparently an SJW, but don't forget, they also said Steve was an SJW boomer.
Yeah. Look, I gotta tell you, and this is not going to be somebody's liking going forward, but I'm going to be honest. Non sequitur is not going to be SJW friendly.
Why?
Friendly.
Well, yeah. Why would it be?
It's not going to be SJW friendly.
It's a platform where opinions are sacred, and if you have an idea or have something that you want to talk about, then come on and bring it on. SJWs want safe spaces. Non sequitur's not that.
It's
kind
not
of
going to be a safe space.
and it never was, and it didn't become that way until it went to shit.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the original. I guess mission statement.
Bring on more incels.
Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, here's the thing.
I didn't get a chance to go at the incels. Bring on more incels.
Just like I run my channel, and
bring Ace on again. Fuck that guy. He still owes Reds $100.
Me, Chesh, and Bull. We're gonna be equal on decision making stuff. But I'll have executive because man.
No,
but no, I mean, but for the most part, we're gonna be like into together.
Democracy where it's it's going to be 50, 90. Steve gets 50, I get 50, and Bull gets 90% of the decision
making. He's God. Yeah, he's God. Let me make it very clear going into 2020, so we have this on record here. Just like I have my channel, I will have who I want on, when I want on, for whatever reason I want on. Anybody who doesn't like it, don't watch. Fuck off. I don't care. And as an SS is going to be very similar. We're going to have who we want on, when we want them on, and for whatever reason we want them on. Nobody's going to ever tell us otherwise. That's going to be non-negotiable.
Yeah, we're not big on.
Hang on. Jess, do you accept this?
Yeah.
Dave, do you accept this?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. There you go. So that's our thing. That's part of our mission statement. We're not going to be curtailed by warriors. We're not going to be curtailed by saying, "Oh, well, Steve had this person on his channel. So what?"
So what? That has nothing to do with non sequitur. Yeah, exactly. So like non sequitur will be decisions made between the three of us, and then Steve's channel is going to still be Steve's channel. Bull's channel is going to still be Bull's channel. My channel is still going to be my channel. Helios, why would you wish that upon me, you asshole?
Yes, Gary.
I would love to see Chesh versus Catfish guy.
We will be doing chemtrails on non sequitur at some point. I promise. I will make it happen. And I know who's going to be the one advocating for it. I think it's going to be Rose Patton. Sorry, Dave.
Rose Patton.
Dude, I'm not lying. I swear to God. I swear to God. Wait.
I'm actually okay with that because she's actually a drum. She's so out there that it's hilarious to see. Like, what was it, 8 hours?
Dude, listen to me. This is I'm serious. Rose No, listen to me. Rose messaged me in the middle of the night the other night, like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
My issue.
Why?
Just because she missed me and she wanted to say hi.
I want to loop this back real quick because the discussion in the chat that I want to touch on. Stargate Universe's darker tones weren't the issue, and it wasn't the soundtrack. Yeah, got a little bit obnoxious at times. The problem that Stargate Universe had was that it had too big of a cast right out the gate. It needed to start by introducing you to like a couple of main characters, and then as you got to understand the ship and the situation they were in, to start adding in characters, not just dump everybody right at the beginning.
Well, but at the same time, what really hamstrung it was during mid pre-production development of season 2. The Sci-Fi Channel came out and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're done after this season, so make it quick."
Production issues are a different. Yeah, the Legend of Korra had the same kind of issue. So there was the Avatar: The Last Airbender, then there was Avatar: The Legend of Korra, and the Legend of Korra originally was supposed to have 3 seasons. Then they said they were only going to get 1 season. Then they were told they were going to get 4 seasons, and so because of that, it fucked the pacing of the show.
Somebody asked, Sandra asked, what's an SJW? Social Justice Warrior.
Yeah, think
another
white
name,
knighting.
another name for a hypocrite. That's what they.
Well,
you look up
Oh.
SJW, it's usually hypocrite.
Well, not always.
Not always.
I will,
No.
I
There's
will
They
exceptions.
say,
are the ends justified the means.
There are
here.
SJWs I like and that I actually agree with. Like Brittany
Well-
Simon was an SJW. Well, I think she kind of left the feminist SJW thing because she got she started recognizing hypocrisy and shit, and she was like, no more. But
yeah, and I think a better way to characterize it, to explain it to people in other terminology, is your run-of-the-mill SJW is a white knight virtue signaler cranked up to 11.
yeah, exactly. And it's funny because that's what they do. They virtue signal because they don't give a crap about the actual thing. All they want to do is make an issue for narrative. And I have demonstrated this with Cheshire because they didn't give a shit about her being a woman and about her being attacked for being a female and about her being harassed. Nobody gave a crap because she's not a real woman compared to some people. Apparently not. And so the hypocrisy is staggering.
Yes, Kawasa, we recognize you and we appreciate you.
Yeah, well, there's not all SJWs are bad. Like I said, I do agree with some of them.
The problem with SJW, the term, is it's actually been
Hijacked.
Tainted and hijacked is a good way to put it, because it does, social justice is actually a good thing.
I don't
If
mind
you-
social justice, but that's why SJW to
Right.
me is a pejorative.
Right, it's a pejorative because you can't fight for social justice for somebody else. That's
Right.
just justice.
Right.
So it's like Anita Sarkeesian is the first person that pops into my head when I think social
It's
justice.
the movement that's the issue, not necessarily the ideology. Everybody, of course, do we think that trans people should have the same rights as everybody else? Yeah, of course. Should somebody who considers themselves binary? Yeah, of course. Should people in North Korea have the same rights as everybody else on the planet? Yeah, of course. Everybody should be as equal as we could possibly make them. It's the tactics and the way they go about it
Right.
that are the problem, and that's the pejorative part of it.
Exactly. Helios, $5. This is for Chesh because I'm mean to her today, but I'm serious. Goblin Clan,
Mwah.
home orgy, and everybody have everyone better have a unique gob model. And I will add. By the way, I need to actually cash out some stuff that from Teespring, Chesh. I'll add whatever it is, like $3, whatever it is, and I'll tack it onto that, so you'll get his super chat. Okay.
Okay.
By the way, I do something that Kyle doesn't do. I pay people.
He pays people.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh my
It's
God, what a
amazing.
concept. I know, it's crazy. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but Jesus.
Yeah, come the new year, this part of the super chats are actually going to me. Without you specifying.
Even when I told Usley I was going to pay her that night, I actually ran out of funds. I had to tap into something I don't like tapping into because I only tap in a certain amount of times per year. And so I don't like doing that. And so I actually had to, though, because I made a promise. And so people get paid.
Telling people how to be an ally becomes
She
a
was happy.
problem.
Oh, guess when I get paid for the caffeine corners that I produce during the show is usually when that shows up.
I've done that. Yeah, if it's toward the end and it's like get to it. Yeah.
Literally in the middle, I'll go out.
That's
oh,
nice.
look. Yeah, it
It takes
nice.
30. It's a 30-day net for YouTube, so
I
it's
don't
like
make people
30
wait.
days after. Yeah, but that's actually really cool, man. Like that's actually really cool. I've never heard of.
Well, that's why I
anybody
set up a
doing
PayPal.
that.
I've had a PayPal, but I use my PayPal for that. But my PayPal got depleted because of the I didn't.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
Stuff
so,
and things.
Do
so
you guys ever
I put
use
a few
Streamlabs?
dollars into it, but I was really I was cash reserved or tapped because I hadn't got my AdSense and all that yet. But I paid for this vacation to Texas. It's not cheap because I thought I was going to be staying with somebody. That fell through. But I also had to get a hotel for 5 nights. That's not cheap.
Yeah,
Nope.
no, that's not cheap.
No.
Especially in Texas. I stayed in Texas for 2 months at the Marriott, and that I don't want to tell you how much that hotel bill
Oh
was.
God, yeah.
That
No,
was
I got.
ridiculous.
I mean, I'm not going to front. I got a pretty decent deal. Hopefully it's a decent. I mean, it's a 4-star hotel, but I'm not going to go like stay at Motel 6. I mean, if I'm going to go down there and I made promises a jacuzzi is going to be involved.
You have a standard. You got to maintain it.
Hot tub, and Mai Tais. Yeah, that's my standard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I
That's a-
haven't
that's a
sat in
good
a hot
standard.
tub in a
Sweet
while.
heathen.
I can go for a hot tub.
You know, funny you
promised.
mentioned that. That's actually one of the things I'm about to go do before dinner.
Have a hot tub or take care of Mai Tai?
It's good. It's good having friends with a hot tub.
Am I invited?
We're all invited.
You come on over.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you
but-
pointed that out, Jared. There's a difference between people that are in our community that that we kind of associate with, and I consider them all online friends. Don't get me wrong, but there are people in my life that are in real life friends, and even though they're not in real life, Jared's always been a friend to me. Red's obviously is one of my besties. Chess, cannot do any wrong basically. So she does.
Snip that for later.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of issues with it. That's not going to age well, but I mean, people have to realize that
Careful.
I do have actual friends, and that's what keeps me going. The rest, these people throwing pot shots from the peanut gallery that I don't even know who they are.
I actually.
Their words are just ring hollow. It's valid.
I made a comment about that when Uni decided to at me about something about, oh well, Steve's abandoned you, blah 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 blah, and I said, spoken like a true person who's never stood up for a friend before.
Right? Because I don't think anybody. People don't stand up to Uni. People don't stand up for Uni Rock because he's a friend. People stand up for Uni Rock because they're just naive idiots, and they buy into bullshit and they're easily misled. But I don't know if he's actually has an actual friend. I mean, DeFago's
Mr.
not
P,
one.
I'm already homeless.
DeFago, does he have any friends? Because it doesn't seem like it. Because all he does is sit around and beg for smokes.
Are you asking DeFago if he's got any friends?
I was trying to be his online friend. Like, I thought we were friends back in the day until he decided to try to expose Q out from under me, and then he realized that the guy that was talking to him, who was QAnon, all of a sudden didn't want to go on a show anymore because he upset me. So I don't know, Uni, I've never seen him with actual friends, but from digging into his life and being a scumbag like I am, I have ascertained that he does have he has a girlfriend / wife, whatever. He calls her badass girlfriend, not a wife yet. And her ex-husband, his name is Ryan. That's another one of his friends. I believe that's that Roosevelt media person that's always hanging out with Uni. And there's a few. He actually does have a tight group of friends that help him, that live around him. So the people that are posting videos and assisting him and stuff with all the Uni Rock stuff on it, those are actually his real life friends.
Are they? So that's part. Those are his real life goon squad.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got a real life
It's
goon
like a
squad.
Yeah, I know he does. No, I know he has
it's
a real
more
life
like a
goon
network.
squad. I'm not using that hyperbolically either.
See, I have when I don't bring my friends on my live stream. A lot of my friends don't want to be on it. Some of them do, but I don't make it a thing, and I always am on here. So unless there's something super crazy cool going on, I don't usually put them on. And I used to have that all the time, but it would just upset people sometimes. When I was live streaming at a party or event, because they would just want to hang out with me. So I stopped doing that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
And just making little videos. But yeah, I don't think Uni's got any. He doesn't have any internet friends, but he's probably definitely got
whatever.
at
It
least
doesn't
3
really
or 4
matter. I'm just saying
IRL
that
friends.
I don't think he
It
knows what loyalty's
sounds.
like.
Well, what
but-
you're describing to me aren't necessarily friends. They're more like a network.
It's employees,
Co-workers.
Yeah, well,
co-workers.
there are people that do his duty work for him.
Yeah.
But anyways, look
So-
who showed up in the live chat, Chess. It's my alter ego, Duck Duck Goose, because she's me and I'm her.
Oh
wait,
yeah, because
can we get both of you in a live chat talking at the same
She wants
time?
to come in.
we just did. We just got that.
No,
They are both in a
well, I
live
mean
chat
that's the live
talking.
chat though. But
No, I mean the voice, on
Yeah.
the actual panel. But no, so what you were saying, DeFango, about the whole recording and streaming and from other aspects, I completely understand what you mean, because this past year I started riding a motorcycle frequently and put a camera on the side of the helmet initially for covering my ass type of purposes, and decided to start using the footage for another channel that I have. And some of the looks you get from people when you're recording in certain places, yeah, I can see how a lot of people are like, what are you doing? You're weird. What are you doing? Put the fucking camera down.
Oh yeah, that's exactly how it was. I mean, I did a trip to the Oregon Eclipse Festival, and I live streamed the whole drive from Arizona all the way to Oregon, and as far as we could into the festival until we ran out of service or whatever. But I mean, stuff like that, you know, is really crazy because people don't really generally see it. And I mean, it really like a camera in a situation like that causes people to act in very strange ways.
I have a question for the danger zone. Can you please explain to me why
Yes.
you're not using more Kenny logins?
Because it's copyrighted.
Can
I'm using
we
the
do a
danger zone. Like I'm using the danger zone from Archer. Like there's a whole story behind that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Can we do
Did
we do
you
a
not?
cover?
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say,
then you
did
can
you
use
not
it?
hear Did you not hear the phrasing references earlier?
This
Yeah.
Phrasing, yeah, I heard that.
Does Duck Duck Goose want in? Because again, there's
Yeah,
legit
but I
narrative.
don't know how to
hang on.
send her the message.
There's legit narrative
Yeah,
that
I
Duck
see
Duck Goose is me, and I'm like, that's how pathetic that these people are.
Wait, you guys aren't the same person?
Apparently,
Shocker.
shocker. Yeah, she's got 4 kids and
Well-
lives on the other side of the planet.
It's like a 3-fingered shocker.
Ow.
I'm gonna say that's an inside joke with Chester and I, but people are gonna take that the wrong way.
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Crazy.
There's Copernicus Thinker, $2, and more cowbell.
Tum, 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 tum.
Oh, do I need the cowbell? Hold up. I think I have it right here.
Highway to the danger zone.
All right. So what I've been trying to do for the last little bit now is I'm heading out because
thanks,
I'm
bud.
getting freaking starving. So I'll still be
All
kind
right.
of watching and lurking. Oh, Defengo, send a message to you in the internal chat here. Feel free to take a look, and we'll chat later if you have any advice, or even if you just want to laugh your ass off and let me know how hilarious you found it.
Okay, cool. I'll subscribe to you. Dang. Wow, dude, you have members and you only have like 1,000.7 subscribers. That's crazy.
I don't have members for mine. Why don't I have members for mine?
I don't know why YouTube offered it to
I
me,
don't know.
but they offered it, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah, well, it's
Why
so
not?
weird. It's so weird because like on my Danger Zone channel, I got it when I had like 2,000 subscribers, and I got it when the channel was like struck for 90 days. So
What?
it's like I don't understand. And then when my channel got struck, my main channel got struck like a week ago, like halfway through the week, they gave me the memberships on that one, and I was just like, what?
That's bizarre.
YouTube is insane. when it comes to stuff like
YouTube's
that.
arbitrary as hell, which is why you can't use it as a metric to judge whether somebody's video is appropriate or not, or whether or not it breaks their random as fuck terms of service. Yo, the Messenger Reveals got accused of being Steve.
I know. And by the way,
What?
he's a theist.
He's been around for ages
Long
too,
time.
like
And,
on video.
And Deb, and I don't know. Look, I'm me. Anybody who claims that it's me, I'm just me. I'm not Little Red. I'm not Copernicus Thinker. I'm not Jared. I'm not Tom Tom. I'm not Jasmine. I'm not Helios. I'm not any of them. I'm
all of them.
me.
They're all the smob. Fuck you.
Yeah, they're all me. Yeah, it's just
later.
paranoia. It's legit
Bye,
paranoia.
Jared.
Good night, Jared.
Mwah.
It really is. It's actual paranoia. Because I don't know how else to explain it. But Conspiracy Cats, you want to come in? I don't think has Cats ever been on my channel. I don't think he has.
I don't know. Cass can come in. Tell Cass to send me a message.
Cats.
Somehow.
Send Goblin a message.
Find me. Find me. I am the Goblin. I am
Cheshire
everywhere.
Vic on Twitter.
So you're like the internet goblin, and well, people need to at least update their vernacular. You know, you could probably get people banned off of Twitter for dead naming.
Ooh.
I mean, I probably could.
Oh, hey, by the way, you're a computer guy.
That'd be
How difficult would it be for YouTube to add code where you just click on the person's name in the live chat and you can send them an instant message?
Oh, that'd be really nice.
They used to have that. Actually, they took out the messaging system. Didn't you remember there used to be a YouTube like messaging system?
It was
I
piss poor.
I
I remember
remember
something like that. It
the-
didn't work very
It was
well.
garbage.
Yeah,
I
it was garbage.
remember
Yeah.
when you can respond to videos with videos. That was cool as hell.
That was cool. That's actually how I started.
Nice.
I used to make response videos to stuff, and generally it was just me screaming into the microphone in various different positions that looked like I wasn't going to be screaming into the microphone, but you know, we all start off. We all
That's
start
like
off
it's
somewhere.
bedtime here. Oh, because the Earth isn't flat time zones. I get it. Okay.
Wait, it's
Well,
the Earth
how-
isn't flat, dude.
I know. How about this? Hey, seriously, Cat. I know it's late for you. I'm gonna give you my email. Why don't you message me so maybe we can get you on another time and actually do some flat Earth discussions or something. I don't know.
I want somebody in the flat Earth to explain to me the mathematics behind how gravity works.
Okay, listen,
'Cause
get
gravity
in
doesn't
line
exist.
because I'm still waiting for any of the flat earthers to prove to me that the moon isn't made of cheese.
Jeez.
Send me a message, Conspiracy Cat, so you have my email, and then I can have yours. So I can message you later on, like in a couple weeks after I get back from vacation. We can do something.
I don't know. I the last time I had a problem with the flat earther, I was at a Apache Solar Observatory and I was investigating something, but like right down the road, there's another thing, and it's a laser experiment where they shoot a laser at the moon and it hits off a retroreflector. So it was pretty awesome, like being outside and then that laser shooting over my back and then it bouncing back and hitting the thing.
Well, I went to
Behind me.
I went to a laser show and I saw a laser produce a dinosaur on the screen, but you don't think there's a real dinosaur. You think the moon's real, huh? Glover.
Yeah, moon's totally weird.
You believe in the moon?
Moon's totally real, dude.
Crazy. You
I
crazy
look at it
Tom.
all the time. What about solar eclipse?
I enjoy
Have you ever
the,
seen one of those?
The moon can't be cheese because it illuminates itself.
It's-
Obviously, that's the bioluminescence of the mold growing on the cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've never seen what's it called? Glowy
Glowy
mold?
cheese.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
That's
I've
the
seen it.
wonderful thing about ad hoc explanations. You could make any shit up.
Yeah,
Prove
well, I
to me
mean,
the moon's not cheese.
that's how I thought what's it called flat Earth actually started. It was two guys that were doing improv, and in improv you got to keep saying yes to everything. So the guy was like, "The Earth is flat," and this other guy was like, "Yes." So they just started improving together, being like, "All right, what can I say that makes the Earth sound like it's flat?" And then that's how it broke.
Tom says if you see Flatty McFlat Earth, he's not real. He's actually Steve McRae trolling you. Warning. I actually have an account, Flatty McFlat. I do. That's not McFlat Earth, but I actually have a Flatty something or other that when back in the day when we were trying to get flat earthers over, I made something like Flatty something or other.
Dude, I used to.
I
Have you
had-
ever
I
been
had.
into
I
the
don't
flat
have
Earth
it any
groups
longer, but-
on Facebook?
What?
Or have you been banned from all the flat Earth
Oh God,
groups
dude!
on Facebook as well?
Every time I went over to one of those channels, man, as soon as they saw my name, I was done.
That's why you made that flatty one.
Yeah, I think it's Flatty McFlatface or something. Is it?
Hey, Defango, what's your channel? People are asking.
My channel is Elusive Man. Here, I'll just type something. This is it.
And it's the elusive man from Mass Effect, right?
Yes, except for I'm with the one because I'm just that much more elite.
Yep. Elite speak.
Yeah, that's right. I only what's it called? The Elusive Man is from that, and that's actually been a running joke. There's two running jokes on my channel. There's the Danger Zone, which is because everybody started calling me a secret agent. We started using all the officer.
Zone.
Danger Zone.
Lana!
La! The second one is Mass Effect because I started playing. That's like when I started video gaming and being popular. I was playing Mass Effect for the first time, and everybody was just like, "How could you have possibly not played this game?" And I was like, "I didn't play video games for like 5 years.
I'm the
I was
same
in
way.
space."
I didn't play Mass Effect until like last year, and I'm glad I didn't get Andromeda. I heard it sucked, but
I still want to play it.
Yeah.
I still
I've
haven't
seen
played
videos of
3.
it, and it's just like, ugh.
oh wait, was Tom actually referring to my Flatty McFatface? He might have
Yeah,
actually
I
been
think-
okay. I thought it was referring to
so.
somebody else. Yeah, I actually have an account, Flatty McFatface. Yes.
Holy glowing moon cheese, Batman.
All my alts have my name in it,
It's Swiss.
or have something to do with flat Earth, with the exception of 2: Doxastic Dialectics and SDT Kane. All the other ones have my name in it.
Gromit.
Because I wanted the flat earthers to know, like, as I have like, why are you scared of Steve McRae? You know?
STD Kane's my favorite.
Yeah, I've had that one. How long have I had that one?
That is pretty funny.
How long have I had that one, Dave? Oh my God, I've had that one a while. haven't
Now that I actually understand what that reference is, because I didn't.
Yeah. You know, back in the day though, it was a joke. Now it's actually, he's more because he is STD. He is cancer.
Just click on his name in the chat and click the go to channel.
Yeah, he's in the chat. Go to channel.
Yeah, I usually just tell people to go to search for Elusive Man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so
I'm probably gonna change it back to Defango. I only don't though because if Defango pops up in my tweets, then I get banned because I used to have like a 10,000 person Twitter account, and then I got banned because allegedly I doxed someone, but I didn't dox anyone. I actually doxed myself.
No.
But apparently you're not allowed to post your ID to fucking Twitter to prove that you're you in that way. So I got banned for posting my own ID.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oh.
weird.
Even though I block shit out, actually.
Yeah, you can't post IDs, I guess.
Oh.
Weird, right?
So
Yeah,
they're
super weird.
essentially idiot proofing parts of the internet. So
You look-
so they can't be responsible for people
Look.
being idiots.
I because I'm going to be shut down on Twitter for a couple of weeks. If I even lost my Twitter, if I permanently, I don't think I would even care at this point. Twitter is toxic as fuck, and I'm telling you, it's been so quiet in the last 2 days since I've deactivated it. It has been amazing, and so I might just activate it, and just use it for videos. But yeah, it's God damn, is it toxic?
I'm gonna just go
Dude,
find.
it's like the most toxic thing ever. But I love it, dude. Twitter's like crack to me. I was on Twitter since 2007. Like I started my Twitter and my YouTube on the same time, and my Facebook all together.
No, I get it. No, I do get it. Look, I was the same way, right? I'm like, oh man, this is a cesspool, and but you know what? I honed my skills with able to like argue with people through Twitter and all those kind of shit. I don't really want to do that any longer. It's such a time waster, but I can see why other people do it. I don't blame them. I enjoy doing it, but I'm trying to go do other things now, right? Time to move on from that. Because it is fucking toxic. Damn, what the hell
Yeah,
was
it is
that?
toxic.
Was that a sneeze?
Yeah.
That was allegedly a sneeze, hypothetically.
More like a mini
theoretically.
orgasm.
I know, right? Jesus.
Sorry.
Don't sneeze again. All Seeing Donuts upset with me. He says that I recently took down one of his favorite channels. And yes, that's right. I dissed out a copyright strike to the Lepo Teenage FBI channel for playing my content. Like I told him I would every single time he does it. Because, eventually you got to get people gotta leave you alone, right? Like people don't spend 6 months like traipsing after you, especially if you're not talking about them, right?
Yeah. Sweetie says, I've been talking to Nick. He has no serious beef with Steve. I don't. He has no beef, serious or otherwise.
Yeah,
Wow, news to me.
I talked to Nick today, and he literally said, "Steve is one of my best friends."
Yeah,
So
I
there
love
you
Nick.
go.
All the
I love
time.
I told Nick when he feels better and we get back things going, we're going to do more Ask a Philosophers because we both really enjoy it.
There you go. There's the channel. That's
That's like 5
Yeah,
times.
Sweet
Ooh,
says.
get to it, Chesh.
Sweet says, these people that think disagreeing on a specific topic means that you hate each other is ridiculous. That's not how actual friends work. Yeah. Well, like I explained, he and I disagreed on something. Although he's coming around, I think he's changed his position a little bit. But what we did was we sit in an off air and we just talk. And he lays out his side. I laid out my side. And now that's what we do. That's how it should be done. I would expect no less.
It's almost like there are people who try to speak for other people.
No, people wouldn't do that on the internet, were they?
Well, I actually had somebody come back at push back on me for that one, saying that, well, if they're talking for you, then they completely removed the context of talking for someone within the context of pushing a narrative about them, not actually talking for them in that like if somebody says, oh, Chesh didn't say that, they're not talking for me, they're saying factually that I didn't say that. But if somebody says, oh, well, just look at Chesh interacting with Steve, she's obviously uncomfortable, no, you're talking for me because I've never said that.
Yeah. Oh, I hear the same thing. Like I gave back like sipping tea with Joe. I told her to take my wrench. I was not going to go back to her channel. And other people were talking for other people, and she was buying into a bunch of narrative, and I wasn't having any of it because you can't talk for other people. And she was like, well, Steve supposedly said this. Don't talk for me. What I suppose he said.
Well,
Ask me.
Yeah, if that's what Steve said,
Because
either
she was
double
talking
check
for
find
me,
out.
Steve, about this, and again, she didn't clearly watch the 4C or the things about the 5 Cs, and so I don't want to be around people that run narrative. And she just was doing her thing, and other people were trying to tell her that's probably not the case. But people are going to believe what they want to believe. They're going to believe certain things, and I thought I solved it with her. I was misled by that, and so I was like, I'm not going to come back to this channel. Yeah. What are you going to do, right?
Well, yeah.
Look at alien artifacts or something. I don't know.
Hell yeah. From Mexico. Yes. Yes. We need it for-
Mexican artifacts.
We need it for non sequitur.
Save it. You could tease though if you want. Are you a tease? Do you want to tease Defango? Be a tease.
Oh yeah, I could tease. I don't.
Oh,
What do I
okay.
do? How do I do that again? Do
I
I
don't
tease
know.
it?
Just
Oh
tease
wait.
it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Just be gentle.
not on Hangouts. Yeah, there's these artifacts. They're from Mexico. They have aliens on them. Well, what looks to be aliens. I do not know if they are aliens or just weird depictions of human beings. But the most curious thing is that there's 7,500 BC is the earliest that we can test any of this stuff. And how we tested them was we took them to the University of Arizona, and out of like 1,000 different pieces, we were able to test probably about 20 or 30 of them sufficiently. And we tested the glues that held some of the pieces together. And I mean, we got some pretty wild dates on when they were actually existing. We were expecting much earlier than they were. It's just very strange.
Well, that's going to be the teaser because we're eventually going to be talking about that. Aliens, not saying aliens.
Aliens. I'm not saying aliens, but I'm saying there's little spaceships and shit with like little green men that go inside that sit in front of like little buttons that I don't know look like consoles.
Don't worry, we'll get an experienced archaeological expert on that show.
That's what I need. That's exactly what I need.
No,
I need
we got
experienced
connections.
archaeological expert.
We've got.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm stuck at because people came to me and they're like, "Dude, how do we get these out?" And I'm just all like, "Well, I mean, I could talk about it on my YouTube channel all day long until I'm blue in the face." So I was like, "But until I get some other more smarter people than me that know even more smarter people than I do." And then, we talk about it. I don't think it's.
I like the alien shit. I'm not going to front. I do. But I just, like I said, I don't think we've ever been visited, but I think it's interesting topics. A Copernicus thinker, $5. Why don't we see many alien artifacts in Canada, Chesh? Please research.
I might be able to answer that. Because it's cold up here, so ancient peoples didn't live up here because it's fucking cold.
Yeah, aliens wouldn't want to live up there.
Actually, well, technically in Canada, there have been some representations of what you would call alien artifacts. There's a people that exist around Oak Island. They're called the Mi'kmaq. Have you ever heard of them?
I have not.
We have the biggest landing platform on the planet for aliens in Canada.
Yeah, like Canada's just huge.
I thought that was
and
in
it's super
Wyoming.
secret.
I thought that was the Devil's Tower. I saw.
Look up
No, that's a radar tower.
Look up the one for Canada. The one in Canada, I can't remember where in the country it is. I think it's out west. But it's just a big ass landing platform that is basically like with a big ass welcome sign.
Just in case.
By the way, Chess, before we kind of wrap this up a little, because I do want to go eat, you're going to be doing stuff on your channel, interviewing stuff or just anything?
Yeah, I have at least one interview coming up with Brittany, who said she wants to. I think it would be valuable to compare and contrast the person that we had who knew Katie 7 years ago to somebody who found her more recently, and just kind of have that conversation to see if there's some correlations there, or at least some things that may or may not line up, or maybe they won't line up. We'll find out.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll watch that. Obviously. Yeah. I haven't blocked you. I'll watch your stuff. But
I'm also planning on doing the big overarching Taddy Westbrook and like the situations that Kitty has got in. Those won't be conclusive. Those are just going to be as factual as I can make them, of being like, this is what happened. This is what she said. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what was said. This is what happened. This is, and then like.
So you're going to kind of continue going after some of this stuff.
In a way. Essentially, all I'm going to do is, I think a lot of this has gotten very confused in a lot of rhetoric. So what I want to, or a lot of hypotheticals. So what I want to do is bring up, here's factually what was happening. Here's factually what was said. Here's the screenshots for it. And then here's the next issue. And then here's the next issue. And do each of those things. I don't want to say, I'm probably not going to draw any conclusions from it. I just want to give people the information and then let them do with that information what they see fit. I am doing artwork for all of those. But I'm also doing, I am going to see if I can try and do a little bit of animation over the next week.
All right. Well, like I said, it's your channel. You do what you do. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing any really thing in the 2020 about any of that, but I'll still
I also have to do a cooking episode.
I'll still have my ear to the ground. Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to do I thought you were going to do Chesscraft on the Great Debate Community channel.
We can do that. Yeah, we can do that there.
Yeah. All right, Dave, what do you got coming up? You've been producing some stuff.
Actually, I got a lot of stuff in the works. Number one being what everyone has probably heard about is the Shills asked me to join them, and I have said yes.
Yay! I'm happy for you, dude. That is awesome. Good for you.
So I'll be doing the Shills. I'm going to continue doing Pimp Monk. Landon, I and Pimp Monk are working on something that is going to help him out tremendously, hopefully. So we're working on that. And hopefully I get with the Seventh Rule podcast. And if you haven't heard of the Seventh Rule, it's a podcast started by Deep Space Nine actors Aaron Eisenberg and Sarek Lofton. And Sarek is running it with Ryan T. Huss now because Aaron passed away. But, that'd be really cool to work for some actual TV stars.
That'd be great. And make sure
I'm crossing my fingers on that one. But
make sure you say hi to Pimp for me. Give him my regards.
Will do.
All right. Elusive Man, anything you want to shout out?
I want to shout out that we're always doing weird shit in the Danger Zone nightly, and if you ain't got anything else to do, there's always something going on there. And I have some interviews coming up on the channel. I'm still looking forward to that Unirock interview. That's the one that I was going to shout out right there.
Good luck.
We're going on 3 or 4 days now. I'm not going to hold my breath or anything, but be on the lookout for that one. It's going to be right next to the interview that he had with QAnon.
Hashtag coward.
Hashtag owned.
Why
Anyways,
I
rule.
Why is he still afraid? I mean, he's like legit afraid of you.
Hashtag bitch made.
Because he knows that I know things that I haven't said about him.
You and Elusive Man are the two people that Unirock has actually gone out of his way to say he's avoiding.
Yeah, he's avoiding me and Chesh, and I don't know why.
And I think the weirdest thing is I got it, and I'll let me get Paul in here in a second, but I got to tell you, anybody who thinks that I'm afraid of you, you have not Elusive Man, but if somebody else thinks that I'm afraid of them, they don't know me at all. Any narrative that says that I'm a coward or afraid, that person's a fucking idiot. Straight up, just
because we're done with you doesn't mean
exactly.
That's not fear. That is, we're done here.
Yeah, that has got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever fucking heard in my life. Because I still have my honor, other people don't, and so deal with that as you will. But anyways, Paul, what you got for us? Anything?
No, I was going to do a video about the email, but I'm not going to waste my time on it.
Why would you? Why would you?
Nah.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyways, okay, so, we might have a rum and coke night before 2020. I don't know, but we might have Caffeine Corner on Monday. We don't know yet. But what I do know is that we will be streaming from Dallas, Texas, twice at least. Once from the Atheist and Christian Book Club. That'll be live streamed to their channel. My epistemological agnostic, whatever we're doing, Q&A. I've never done that before in a group. That's going to be fun. That it will be streamed live on the Atheist Christian Book Club channel. And then I know that Team Skeptic, myself, and Sweet Heathen, we kind of want to do a live stream from a bar somewhere.
I know that Team wanted to work on something with me, but we never were able to touch base on it. So hopefully in the new year we'll actually be able to do it.
So if we do we'll do this. If we do a rum and coke night like tomorrow night, the only thing I ask is let's not talk about any of this fucking stupid shit with Katie Joy and Unirock. I am serious that I am done with them fuckers. I'm leaving you with this. They are evil people. You should be concerned about what they do.
Everything that we said about them stands,
nothing's changed.
and they have not contradicted any of the things that we have said. So until they
I'm
can
just not gonna be fighting that fight.
there's no reason to talk about them any further.
Yeah, and even if there is, I will let other people take up the mantle for that. I have other things that are more important to me. Then I've done what I can to expose Katie Joy. And if people don't want to listen, that's up to them. Let them be suckers. I don't know. But she is a nasty piece of work like you guys would not believe. She lies every single day. That is not ever going to change. So I know eventually it'll catch up to her. But I trust people like Team Mom Shade Room, who has done a brilliant job of covering it. People like unveiling the mask of Katie Joy. This did a great job. You guys can carry on the mantle.
Well, that
you
also
don't need me.
doesn't mean that we're not necessarily going to support those people. It just means that.
Oh yeah, no, I support them. Oh, absolutely, I'll support them. I'll watch their shit. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Kimmy says Steve's bar stream with Topic Thunder was quite engaging. That was fun. I will be doing those again. The problem I had is when no joke, I got a content ID match because when I was at the bar having a discussion with her, there's like a golf playing on the TVs in the back. That got not a copyright strike, but that got a content ID match.
That's so
I
bullshit.
shit you not. I shit you not. I don't
Oh,
know
I
how.
told you about my rain experience, right?
Yeah, your rain copy. People are like, rain was
I got
copyrighted.
I got a content ID match on the freaking rain in the Hurricane Irma.
Yeah.
Insane,
Yeah,
absolutely nuts.
All right,
What is
so
that? What is RNG?
I think that we can arrange probably a rum and coke night just to sit around to drink tomorrow like we used to. Because by the way, I had content
We
for
should
7.
do like a big ass long, and I mean like an 8-hour, like a long stream for New Year's.
Maybe. Maybe. But I'll tell you this: I had content for 7.5 years, long before fuckers like you, Unirock and Katie Joy came along. I don't need them. They need me for content. Because Unirock basically is a bottom feeder.
Talk about fidget
Let
spinners.
him go back to his bullshit stuff because I'm not going to be feeding him because we're going to be talking about educational stuff. And if he wants to do videos on that, good stuff. Go ahead. We would like that. But it's not going to be of interest of his nobody, his crew. They don't want that kind of stuff. We're going to be doing bigger and better and having fun. And I want people in the Great Debate community to come along for the ride. I am working to trademark that, by the way. I have started proceedings to have that actually trademarked. It's going to be probably an integral part of future endeavors. But yeah, I want this community to thrive, and I want people to be considered to be, part of a collective of some kind. I mean, a hive mind. I want to be able to control you. Oh wait, sorry. No, I just want people to be themselves. Yeah, exactly. It's weird, right? Projection. But I want to thank everybody. This has been a great year. I mean, a lot of shit went down, but you know what? Everything ended up for the better because when the whole culling people and cultivating, we've culled a lot of people, and we'll continue to cull people. We'll cultivate the people that want to stick around. But here's my thing: like what you like, watch what you want to watch. Don't watch what you don't want to watch. It's not that complicated. Anybody who thinks otherwise, they don't understand YouTube. Right?
What does RNG have to say?
That was Paul. He already talked.
I don't believe you.
Paul?
I did.
How could you miss his accent?
I heard him. He talked.
All right, so let's do this real quick. Friend me on Facebook. Facebook is going to be my primary for a while, but I just, again, I don't want to have 1,000 instant messages like I was getting on Twitter. Oh my God! But let me leave you guys with this. If you want to have shows on like TV shows, because I wouldn't mind doing that. I did that before. Tell me what shows you want us to do it on. If it's a show that I watch, we will. Like Lucifer, like when that comes out, guaranteed. Copernicus Thinker, $5. In 2020, we're going to even bring back 8-track tape players. Woohoo! I had an 8-track tape player. I had Master of Reality on 8-track.
I used to have
Paranoid
a
on
Walkman.
8-track. Yeah, I had a 4-track months recorder as well. 4-track. But yes, I did. I had a reel to reel. I had 2 reel to reels. I had a months 4-track reel to reel, and then I had one of the big reel to reels. No lie, did Stairway to Heaven backwards. Here's My Sweet Satan. Go ahead, check it out. Yeah, it
By
sounds.
the way, it doesn't. They don't say anything.
But I'm telling you, to me, it sounds like Here's My Sweet Satan. I actually legit did it on a reel to reel back in the 80s.
That's sick.
I believe you. I
don't think it was intentional.
No, Steve's a liar.
Reel to reels don't really exist that much anymore, though.
Yeah.
Just to FYI Isle, I dropped a link in our group chat thing, and then I just like posted it in the YouTube chat. But you're gonna have to like fix it because I can't post links. But it's a really great video on a character that we all know and love. I recommend that you watch it. You will definitely find it to be very entertaining, highly entertaining.
I'm putting the link in right now.
I tried to watch Expanse, Smitty. I couldn't get into it, The Expanse, and I may have had Zeppelin 4 or Houses of the Holy on 8-track. One of them, I don't remember. That's a lot of links. But anyways, guys, no matter what we have, be safe for the holidays.
No, it's only one link.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's the same link. Good grief.
Good grief. Well, if you missed that link,
give her a wrench and look what happens. But anyways, guys, I appreciate letting us catch up and filling you guys in on any loose ends going forward. Don't. I'm not gonna bother with it. If you guys want to, be my guest. But I feel good. I feel that we did all we can. And anybody who wants to run narrative, there's enough people out there to tell them to fuck off, right? So, Master Reality, yes, Jasmine, Master Reality. We're gonna leave you with that. One of the best albums of all time. Later.